Welcome, everybody, to this TOC finale qualifier, the third out of four. Next weekend will be the last weekend of this. I'm Sean Green, joined by my partner in comms, Ryan Mooneyham today. Mooney, we got 384 players playing today for a spot in our elite finale where they will be going for $30,000 for first place. A lot's on the line. 52 more players today will qualify for that elite finale.
I mean, think about that. You start this thing off with today at 300 and what'd you say, 84?
84, yep.
And then now you're going to send 52
Yep.
to the finale. I mean, that's a lot to play for. That's a lot of winning on your side for you in this qualifier if you're the player. Got a lot of work to do today.
Well, and as we head on over to our first match, which will be Jesse Sherborne taking on Kyle Thompson. Let's talk about the fact that, man, making those top four spots in the second to last qualifier is never a guarantee. And we have Ram Guevara Jr. playing today. We got Mike Maloney playing today. We have Mike Scarborough playing today. We have quite a few big names that are trying to join the likes of Brandon Kessler, Garrett Rakowski, Billy the Goat Garkey, John Pilgrim. On the women's, we have probably four of the top five playing today. Christy Grimmel and Cheyenne Richards are in the same bracket. We have Abby Spott. We have Suzanne Young playing today. All of them are trying to join. Lisa Yee, Vanessa Talks, Liz Tynan, Madison Van Beek, those types of players that have already qualified here.
Yeah, it's crazy because, you go into this and you're one of 8 for the men and one of 4 for the women. And, you're hoping for let's say a good draw or luck of the draw. You're hoping to make a big run. You want to get yourself through the winner's bracket as close as you can to that king seat or in the king seat to help you set yourself up. Maybe you're a top 4 finish. You just got to qualify. But man, that is a mountain to climb for whoever you are and whoever's in front of you.
Yeah, all right. So we're getting started here. Let's go over those format today, Mooney. It's a triple elimination, like it typically is for our partner putting darts tournaments. That means that it's going to be available on CompuSport, not on Tournament King, because Tournament King does not have a triple elimination set up for us yet, and yet probably being the keyword there. But that means that we got a lot of great coverage. I actually lost my spot completely on what I was talking about, but it's going to be a good day. Top 4 qualify for the elite finale. That being said, you're going to qualify for one of the finales, whether it's the semi-pro, pro, master, or the elite finale. You're going to be going for some money because you're a voucher holder and using that voucher today to play darts.
Yeah, exciting because it's actually a testament on yourself personally, regardless of which finale you're in, because this is the singles competition that we look forward to every year. Now, we do see some other singles competition, but this is the singles competition that the PPD realistically offers for all these vouchers players. You're working your butt off today to get into a finale. You're hoping for a higher level finale for more prize money. And all those doubles and DRTs and everything that you've played comes down to getting your spot. So, you want to have a good day. You want to play well. You want to be comfortable. So let's get to it, man.
Yeah, so if you qualify for that elite finale on Wednesday of TOC, which is our big day, you're going for $30,000, and it's a blind draw. So anyone who qualifies for the elite finale gets entered into that blind draw against the other elite finale qualifiers, and you could get Ram Guevara Jr. as your partner. And if you're a 3-5 with Ram, you got a shot. You have to throw well that day, but you got a shot. And that's it's a fun format. The qualifiers are always great because that Tuesday night is always oh man, what's going to happen? Who am I going to get? What time is it going to be drawn? Has it been drawn yet? All right, it's been drawn. Let me close my eyes, and you just look at my bracket for me, and you tell me if I have a good partner or not. I don't want to look, and you go through all this different process, right? And then you get good news or unknown news. It can sometimes be the case. And then you look up the person, they're a 4-5 too. All right, sweet, let's do this.
Yeah, it's an exciting, or maybe you've drawn up against somebody that's been your nemesis. We've seen that. Maybe you've drawn up with somebody that you've maybe met once in your entire life, and now you guys are going to throw for $30,000. It's fun and exciting. Like you said, I mean, you get on CompuSport that night, and the bracket goes live, and you get goosebumps, and
Yep.
then you get to talking, then you start looking up the other teams, and you get talking about those teams,
Hmm.
and everyone starts making predictions, and then predictions come out on Facebook, and it's a fun little exciting thing.
Yeah, I can't wait. And today it's just kind of a culmination. You said you work really hard to get these vouchers through either your vendor or through the PPD itself, and utilizing that voucher gets you in a good spot. And that's the whole point is to be in a good spot to qualify here.
Yeah, the exciting thing about the at the end of this day, you've made the finale. You can sit back and you can relax and get yourself both mentally prepared and financially prepared, because you got to make the
Hmm.
trip for the TOC. So you want to get your qualifier shot. You want to shoot your qualifier well. You want to qualify, or if you qualified in a different finale, um, maybe you want to practice to work on things that you may have had a struggle with today.
Well, last week we definitely had some dirty air in our system, which led to a little bit of like a static uh, stream, depending on the location. It was most locations, and it seems like it might be our system itself that might still be bogged down here. So we might want to look into that at some point, because most of the time these cameras are pretty smooth operators. So something's going on there. But that's what I was going to talk about earlier, Mooney, was the format, right? So we got the winner side or the no loss side of the brackets, a race to two, all cricket. When you get to the top four, it's a race to three. And then the king seat match is a race to four. On the one loss side of the bracket, it's cricket, 0-1 cricket. And then if you go to that last chance bracket, it is one game of cricket. And those are when it starts to like just rattle off, uh, dropping people like flies.
I will tell you some of the things that's really cool about watching that last chance bracket is to see those players that it just didn't go their way. They didn't have the luck, or they missed out by one dart, make runs through that final bracket, and it just comes together for them. And you can see in their face that they've been playing well all day. Now it's clicking, and now I'm winning. I'm two away, one away, I'm in, or vice versa. So you're never out of this until the last dart is thrown.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And that's the beauty of this. That's why it's going to be a really good time. I'm looking forward to today. This bracket here with Jesse in it is the same bracket as Mike Maloney in bracket number 4. Um, Ram is in bracket number 5 today. Just throwing out some of those big names. Good 7 mark there from Kyle Thompson. As we're looking at Jesse, Jesse is one of those guys, CSC participant multiple times. Very, very good shot. He's going into today looking to get that qualifying spot in the elite finale, and that's his goal here. Um, oh, look at Shy
I
in the
don't know
chat.
much. I don't know much about Kyle Thompson, but I have played Jesse Sherbon many, 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 many times.
He's he's a solid shot. It doesn't look like he misses very much at all. Dave Collette, what's up, brother? Shy and Richards, good luck today, Shy. You're going to run into Chrissy at some point, but that's all right. That's fun. Mr. Watt's in the chat. Mr. Watt did qualify last week for the elite finale, so he's good to go. Just able to kind of chill these next two qualifiers, which is always the great feeling, right?
Yeah, you don't want to wait till the last minute and the last day and have your worst darts. I mean, you get it over with early. You can sit back and relax. And then here's the thing that gets really fun when you like one year I did qualify very, very early, first week. And then I found myself going through the lists each week on who's qualified, who's in, or who's playing this week. And or maybe you've got a friend at home, or a friend that you play darts with all the time, and they're in their qualifier. Now you're
Mm-hmm.
watching them play. So I mean, it's a 4 weeks of excitement. It builds the field, guys. We're building the field.
Oh, there you go. Heather saying Jesse is from my home state, and he is playing where our state dart tournament is played.
Excellent. I believe that's Iowa, if I'm not incorrect.
Mm-hmm. I believe so. Tony, Tony's one of those Iowans. Always rooting for his people. He qualified as well for that elite finale. Congratulations, Tony. Spencer asking a good question here, Mooney. I'm going to ask you, who is the dark horse for TOC this year? Someone outside the big five that's going to have a good run. Like, I think I would say Catholic was the surprise last year, right? Would you agree with that?
No, Catholic definitely was a surprise last year. And that's one of 10 players, 15 players that we talk about 5 or 10 players in the field or whatever. But there's always one or two that have been there and that was their day. It's going to be interesting. I don't have an answer for that one yet. I mean, only being my second round of qualifiers, I haven't got to see the field as strongly as you guys have. So I'd say that'd be more for what you think, Sean. What do you think?
Well, it's a good question. As Jesse does get it done against Kyle, so he does move on the winner's side. We're going to jump over immediately here to shooters. Yeah, shooters for American Amusement Arcades. This is Ryan Greenstein, who is playing right here, taking on Josh. This is going to be in bracket number 7. And then I'm going to answer your question here, Mooney. So that's actually the same bracket as Jesse is in. This is going to be on the one loss side of the bracket, taking on Josh Scogan. It's an interesting question because the whole point of it being a dark horse person who, is making that run, you typically kind of already know those names, right? Who is going to be that one? I think Watt could have a big year at TOC.
Is this Watt's first TOC appearance?
I'm not positive, but I believe so. And I just think that he's been playing so well. Steel tip, soft tip, has been dominating. I mean, the bracket that he won had Nick East in it and Chris Champagne. He got past both of them. I just see Jason having one of those big runs this year at TOC.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't surprise me because his overall experience in the game in general, even being maybe the first time in the tournament, definitely puts him. I wouldn't even say as a dark horse, more of one of the top contenders.
Right.
I mean, a dark horse is somebody that, I mean, in my opinion, be someone that is been in the game or is new to the game, hasn't had that big win, and then all of a sudden, where'd this person come from? That's
true.
What I see. There is a lot of good players in North America that have played in this event or have played in other events, and they're entering this event the first time. If you don't know them, maybe they are on the CDC tour, maybe they make big runs in the WDF, maybe they are coming over from Phoenix or the other venues that as a part of this, and you and I may not know them, but they're well known in their areas, and you just never know. I mean, it's because it's a blind draw,
right?
I mean, we have seen that 2 top level players draw up in a blind draw and then go out 1, 2, 3, and we've seen players that were, I wouldn't say middle of the pack, but they're upper echelon as they're in the elite finale, but you wouldn't have considered their team as a dominant team, and they've dominated the field. So the other thing of it is your CSIs. Your CSIs really, I think the CSIs always flushes out that player that no one expected because you already have your big names in it. But
yeah,
that's where I think you're going to see the flush out, like we see with Sean. And
Yeah.
now look what he's been doing ever since.
Yep. All right, bullseye for the win to go to leg number 3. Ryan gets it done. So 1-1, they're gonna count up to start the last leg. It'll be cricket. Yeah, and I think that like someone like Brad Gollin last year who made the top half of the CSI after becoming the last person into it, right? And made that run, and you saw what he did in Division Two last season of the CSE, and what he's expecting to do this season in the CSE. I think he could be the next person to kind of take his game to the next level for sure. Um, I always have my
I
indie
mean, we've
guys.
seen
Trevor
Ryan
Sellers is
Gervis
going to be a
last
great
year.
person to grab in the blind draw that people aren't going to know on on a major scale.
I mean, we seen Ryan Gervis last year make a good run in the
Mhm.
CSI and then win the finale. So that's it's
Yep.
this event just flushes those players out. And you know
Dylan
what? When you're playing
Steinke
a
had a good
game,
one.
when you're playing a game where it comes down to what you hit and what you miss, you had your day. You hit
Mhm.
everything you threw at. Not being one hole out, dead center in your triples, right on your out when it happens. So I mean, it's a game of millimeters. The millimeters were on your side this weekend. So that's what's so exciting about this.
All right, Josh off and running here in leg number 3. Has the 20s already and now stole the 19. There is no divisions here, Dan. They are just in brackets today. This is in bracket number 7. This is on the one loss side of the bracket. Josh lost to David McManus in the first round, and Ryan lost to John Cortez in the second round to get to this point.
And down on the segments of 20 and 19 only gets to 17. And that's a tough spot for Ryan. You just got that 0-1 leg. Throw this into the third and deciding leg, and it's a little slow for him. He still got the 17.
I didn't like that third
He's
dart
going to
from
have to do some
Josh.
work here.
Yeah, but Josh left the door open by attacking the 17s. Now he's got the point lead. Now 19.
Oh,
Go
you
up.
got to swing for it.
Oh, he didn't swing
Go
for
back
it.
to
But
17s.
yep, it's not the worst case scenario, especially with the X on the 17.
One shot close. That's a big turn right there. Only a 5 mark, but that's a dent hitter right there. That puts a dent in Ryan's
Yep.
game.
Yeah, he's gonna have to hit these 16s hard. Donald, I'm just gonna try to pronounce your last name just for fun, but is it Barachi or Baraki? That'd be wonderful if that was correct. This is nationally, Dan. So this is a national. TOC is a national organization. Go to dartstoc.com, and you can find a vendor within your area that is a part of PPD or Partners Promoting Darts. And you can run leagues out of there, DRTs, and qualify for events like this. And TOC itself, huge money payouts, well over $1 million in payouts this year. Like I said, this event qualifies you for the elite finale, which the winning two teams or the winning two players of that get $30,000 to split. So it's insane.
It's an insane program. It's full of great players. It's also divisional levels for anybody in so many different ways.
All right. Looking here, Ryan has some work to do, but again, he has an opportunity. Looks like he's changing tips or shafts. Looks like shafts. One of those things where you got the timer, so you got to kind of run through it a little bit. So you might be a little uncomfortable on this first start.
Needs that trip 16 on first dart. Needs to stay put.
Yeah, you got to take a look, and he hits it.
It's a big sweep to the 20s.
It was a bold move, Cotton, but it might have paid off for him. And it did pay off for him.
That's a door not to be left open. been behind the low leg, but the whole leg, but he's got the 15s right here. That's a good
Goes
move.
back.
Go back and add 48 more points. That adds four 15s on against him.
It always surprises me every time, Mooney, and I say this every time, how quick these things move along. Uh, I mean, every men's bracket is already going into the top 8 matchups.
Well, it's like you know, like it's like anything, and your averages and your players and your speeds and your rhythms are developed so much stronger in a single situation. You're not waiting to play. You're ready to
Uh,
go. You're ready to be up on the next turn. The players tend to be a little more adrenalinist. Let's see if we get the Bulls here.
One more. And there it is. Ryan
Yep,
does get the
there it
job
is.
done. And Mooney, real quick, we have a major thing to talk about. Jason Alberts played Mike Maloney. Jason gets past Mike Maloney on the winner side of the bracket. So Mike goes to the one loss side.
Desan Alberts is for Dason Alberts. I always said Desan, but it's Dason Alberts.
Yep.
Guys, if you don't know who he is, he's back into the game after taking some time off. He is a monster in this game.
How about that for a dark horse player? Like, first of all, he's going to come into the CSE in the elite division of the CSE this season as the favorite. He has the number 1 average heading into the season. That's better than Mike Maloney. It's better than Ram. It's better than Leonard. Like, Dason is just extremely talented as a player. So he's one of those guys that could have a big run.
And he is good. His consistency level is incredible. I mean, you throw the 7, he backs you with a 9. I mean, it's just it seems like he doesn't get rattled either. Every time I've played him heads up, he doesn't get rattled.
Well, look at this matchup we got here. I'm trying to find out where they are playing out of. Sweet.
St. Joe.
In St. Joe's,
St. Joe,
Missouri.
Missouri. Acme.
Yes. So this is Jackie Munger taking on Benita Pear. Jackie is going to be the one that we have the view from here. And it looks like they are on the one loss side of the bracket. This is bracket number 1 for the ladies. Sorry, buddy. I just wanted to throw them out there real quick. I would say this is the one bracket of the ladies that doesn't have any of those real big names in it. So a chance in this bracket.
Not only a chance, but another opportunity for us to maybe flush out that player that we hadn't heard or seen much of. Maybe this is the bracket for a player that just got into the game that is ready to showcase their stuff. You just don't know.
Dan asking a good question. How do y'all get into these boards like that to watch the games? So all of these locations have bought video packages from us or streaming packages from us to put in their location so that we do have access to these cameras and the board in order to stream out of there. So one of those cool things that Partners Promoting Darts does that is very unique to PPD is being able to live stream from locations.
Yeah, the back of the dartboard is actually hooked up to a feed to us, and then there's usually a camera for the player.
Mm-hmm.
Like we can see her getting ready to throw. That's mounted either from the ceiling or from directly behind the dartboard.
All right, so this is the 0-1 leg on the one loss side, and you can see Benita has a bit of an advantage here early on. Has stolen the throw effectively, and that bull is going to help that.
Another bullseye would be huge. Still up 106 points.
And again, that's our system altogether. I think is starting to maybe it's starting to add maybe adding too many um, locations into our system at this point. It's a good problem. Haley informing us that it could also just be Haley's fault.
Well, I
Makes
mean,
sense.
you got a lot of moving factors. You got folks. So this Haley's in one spot. You and I are in two separate spots, and then these
Hmm.
two players are in two more spots. So you have five different locations coming in together to build one scene. It's incredible technology.
Yeah, you're near the Ozarks. We got Jackie is in Missouri. Obviously, we saw that. Miss is in Sioux City, Iowa. I'm in Fishers, Indiana, and Haley is in Sullivan, Missouri. So um, it's a miracle that we're even able to bring you coverage at all. Let's be honest.
104. Still got the out. Bullseye, maybe? Oh, didn't grab
Ooh,
it. Should hit the 18. Yep. Leaves yourself on 50 if Jackie doesn't get the first start to go for her to set an out.
does not, does it? All three of those look like they just splashed on the board. They did not, I assure you. So bullseye to win this match 2-0.
Ooh. Needs a cleanup dart.
Ooh. Oh no. Did she go for double one on the last
I
dart?
think she went for double one.
Por qué?
Oh,
Well,
we're
there it
going the
is. Let's go
distance.
to a last leg decider. Hey Ty, just go to our YouTube page and just like back up like 5 minutes. And that'll explain exactly how we uh, get our camera packages in there and all that good stuff. But if you want information on that, or you have a vendor that wants to add their a location camera package, uh, reach out to Partners Pointing Darts. Carly is the right person to reach out to for that information. But yeah, so reach out to Carly and she'll give you all that information to get you set up there. It'll be Jackie going first in our last leg decider here, Moon.
It's one leg of cricket, folks. If you're Jackie, you want just to finish it off here. If you're Benita going second, you need to get the lead out in front of her and then close out the game. So need that opening round for you. Now I was discussing that the other night playing leagues about the Open, and we had a good night. Then we had a bad night. So half the night was good, the other half was bad, and I was going first. And for the first portion of the evening, I was a very strong opener. But for the second half of my night, I was a very poor opener, and we ended up losing the match 10-9 and dropping legs that I
Ugh.
had starts on with nothing to do with it. So opening rounds for everyone is huge. You want that start, you want that triple, you want the ability to point, and you want to push your opponent into segments that they may not want early.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we call this all the time. You're trying to control what your opponent does instead of being controlled by your opponent. And that's where like the chess instead of checkers comes in. You're almost uh, not setting traps, but you want to stay in control um, of this. And it, it's this wonderful game that we call cricket that everywhere else in the world calls ticky tacky or Mickey Mouse.
I was going to
But
say
it
Mickey
is a
Mouse is the
fantastic.
term I heard.
Oh, Austin, no problem, man. Haley asking a good question. Why do they call it Mickey Mouse? It's because they think it's just an American game, and so it's just yeah, it's just their play on. Yep, yep. America Disney. Yep. Um, This is a tournament. This is a qualifying tournament to get entered into one of four finales at TOC, which is our finale day is our last day of TOC. It's four brackets um, of blind draw format. So you got the semi-pro, the pro, the master, and then the elite. The elite is playing for $30,000 in first place, and so on and so forth. So the top four today in the qualifier not only win money, um, I believe 150 goes to fourth. They also get entered into the elite finale. So they have their chance at that $30,000 prize on Wednesday. It could
And
draw the best
I will,
player in North America.
I will share you guys that it's not the same people year over year. I think we've
Mm-hmm.
had maybe one or two repeat winners, and I believe we're on season or year 15 or 16. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
correct. I've not seen the same winners year after year after year after year at all. It is an incredible game that's built on a year's worth of league play, a year's worth of DRTs play, all star wins and losses, and then you get into the finale. You draw a person that you have great continuity with, and you make a run and win it. It's incredible how it works.
Yeah, I actually believe this year is the 13th
13th. I wasn't
TOC.
100%. I
Mm-hmm.
I think I've been involved in the TOC since 2013 or 14. I'm not sure.
So since the beginning. Yep. The Yeah, you're right on the year's existence, just wrong on the because of COVID.
Yeah.
Set back a couple years. But look here, Jackie throwing like a different person than she did in the first leg. After stealing leg two, Benita, if she ends up losing this, is going to be kicking herself for not hitting that bullseye checkout that she left herself.
Yeah, that's the part to getting in control of the leg and then staying in control, making smart shots. With a point lead and open segments, you can take off the segments as you go. But if you make a mistake, just go back and add more points. Make your opponent have to throw harder.
Right now in women's bracket number 3, we got a big match going on. Abby Spot taking on Jillian Phillips.
One thing I liked about the qualifiers in the past for me is it was during the day and most of the locations are quiet, and I would go in and I may have been the only person in the afternoon of the location, and I'm playing my qualifier and really had the opportunity to really focus without any noise or someone coming up next to me and asking me questions and whatever. So I always enjoyed the qualifiers for those aspects as well.
Yeah,
Gotta have that bull.
man, it's
Gotta have that bull.
not going to get it. And yeah, this is where, again, if you're Benita, you're kicking yourself because you should have won this match in leg number 2, and you let Jackie get hot here in leg number 3. It's not over with yet, but it's going to take a lot for Miss Benita to get the job done here. But yeah, you mentioned like the not being bothered and things like that. That's the one thing, and we saw this last week in an unfortunate way through Meredith McGee, but you can't control your environment at the same time when you're off site playing in a local place, because you just never know who you're going to run into, or who's going to know what they're doing, or who's going to respect what. And it it's it's a little bit disappointing that the location itself didn't handle that situation, I think, entirely, at least in my opinion. So um, that being said, it is something that just tends to happen from time to time. So yeah, finding the location where you're comfortable, where you know kind of the ins and outs of who comes in there to play darts is mostly dart people. And if it's not, there's enough space to where you can really kind of spread out if you need to.
Yeah, some locations do get lucky because they've built their location on the aspect of the game for darts, and sometimes the locations, or a lot of times, a lot of people experience as you see it in the cameras and leagues, is it's just a dartboard in the corner that might be a predominantly pool
Mhm.
area or doesn't like any kind of bar sports, but they put one board in and that person happens to choose that location to play, and the ambience in the crowd is can be in the way.
Yep, we had that one nationals where there was bachelorette party going on at Black Saddle Saloon at the same time that they were playing a qualifier. So there were like people dancing on tables right next to them as they're trying to play. Yeah, it's interesting.
This
As
game
Jackie
got a little bit
won
interesting
gold.
as well because Benita has closed down the board, and there's an outside chance with the bullseyes go her way. She needs a
I mean,
big
she only
shot
needs
here.
6. She only needs 7 right now. She, she's still hoping on Jackie to miss, but you also got to hit here. And so far, so good. She
She
got
got
she got a
two.
lot of it out of the way. Yeah, but
Never
Jackie does get
mind.
the job done. So Jackie moves on on the one loss side of the bracket, and that puts Miss Benita in the last chance as we're heading over to Kendra Stadler taking on Olivia Adams. So we get Miss Adams here at Shoot Us. Yep, Miss Olivia, the owner of Shoot Us Bar and Grill. Yep, good old DJ Smiles.
She got the first leg.
Uh, and this is on the winner side of the bracket. So it's 1-0 Olivia. You're in leg number 2. Olivia beat Caitlin McKinley and Marie Johnston to get to this point. For Kendra, she beat Mickey Oakes and Tammy Miller. In this bracket as well, Jen Dykes, Alyssa Snitzeller, uh, Cheyenne Richards, Brittany Karst, and Chrissy Grimmel are the ladies still on the winner side of this bracket. A couple big names, but they're on the opposite side of Olivia and Kendra.
Kendra's
At
liking that
least,
19s. Not uncommon to see players
mhm.
open on 19s. It's for me sometimes I don't believe that's ideal, but if you're comfortable, do it because you open up and leave that big top segment for your opponent to start on if you don't get it closed. But Kendra's making it work right now.
Yeah, Nathaniel Fowler, who qualified last week for the elite finale. This is his home location. And when he was playing on stream of the CSE, he was playing a different location. And still, Olivia had up on on her TVs a viewing party uh, for Shorty. And watch along there. She is a great support for the game. And just yeah, it's great to see owners that also participate, that take pride in the game as well. Those are going to be those top notch places to play. At least that's where that's what I've noticed, at least in Indy for sure.
Now, with the ownership involved, either with as a player or as a huge supporter, it gets a little easier for sponsorships for little things like heavier blind draws, maybe jerseys for the TOC,
Hmm.
um, watch parties. Those are always fun to go to. So that's an involved owner that if you've got that owner involved like that, tell them thank you because they're
Hmm.
bringing more for the game and helping you grow as a player than you may realize.
How about Dagger Dan in the chat? Love that. Yeah, Haley in the background just pointing out that uh, Olivia does have just an interesting uh, movement to her throw. Uh, for sure. Definitely not something that I would suggest doing if you're a first time player. But for her, I wouldn't tell her to kind of switch it at this point. It would take so long for her to be just as good as she is now, switching it. So what isn't broken, don't fix it. You know.
Yeah. I mean, we all develop our own style, our own throw. There are some things you might could improve on as a player. Like right now, my biggest area of improvement that I'm working so hard on is to keep a solid rhythm, and a rhythm would be Dart one's pace with Dart two's pace is the same pace for Dart three. I have been really bad about rushing Dart one or rushing Dart three and not
Hmm.
getting the consistency that I want. But that's what I'll work on for me as a player. You may have something totally different. So if you've got a little bit of a hop to your game and your hop went away, you're not throwing as well, bring back your hop.
Yep. It, I get sucked into it because I know the proper throwing style. I know what a good throw looks like, and I get to a point where I'm so obsessed just trying to like make my throw look good that I'm not paying attention or not realizing that it's making my game worse doing that. So I always just end up going back to what's going to allow me just to fire that dart at the dartboard and be as accurate as possible. And if I have a little twist to my throw in the process or a little extra follow through or a little less follow through, then so be it.
Yeah, this game is about muscle memory. So if you develop that muscle memory with a certain style, and that got you to this point, sometimes adjustments are too bad. But I will tell you that if you watch some of the key players over the years, like a Phil Taylor, his throw was different from day one than it was
Hmm.
on the last day. And that was just years of changes that he may or may have not known, but he utilized those changes because, as for me, I become an older player. I'm in my 50s now. Well, my muscles get a little tired. My arm gets a little more tired. So maybe I'm dropping that hand more, or maybe I'm having to force the dart into the segments more because of fatigue. It's just so many factors.
Well, looky, we got Mickey in the chat here, Mike Maloney, who is on the one loss side of the bracket in his uh, bracket, so he's waiting for a hot minute, which is why he's in here. Mike played against Dason. Give us a rundown there, man. Obviously, Dason got past you. I'm going to guess last late decider. How much firepower was thrown there, my guy?
Adams has got the point lead. She had the point lead. Olivia's came back.
There goes that point lead. Kendra pins the trip 18 again.
That's
That is
that's
massive.
two nice shots on it. Two nice shots on that 18.
I love it.
She wasn't afraid to close down that 18 because she knows Kendra's been on it. Kendra still got it. Good move here would be to shut down the 20.
I think she went for that on dart 2 and then back to the
I do
18s on
too.
dart 3. And I don't hate that. It's around 14 to 20. There's still a lot of things that need to happen close wise. If you're Miss Olivia, yet you do exactly that. Get rid of that 18
Ooh,
and gets the
big sticks
15s
right
on top
there.
of it. Haley's got some one liners
Kendra,
today. I'm telling you what.
I should say that Kendra about that 16. Olivia may have the segments, but she needs that point lead. We're getting down there in rounds.
She's going for closes down 21 points, and we're in round 18 now, I believe, or 16, something like that. I think it's 16. And if you're Kendra, you just stay on 16s the whole way through. There's no reason to
Just
move
load the
at
16s
all.
up, make her chase me.
Yep. Now it's a 101 point lead. But again, as long as Miss Olivia closes this, she should have a few rounds to catch back up. All right, Mike's
81
response
points.
is a book. So we'll see after this leg. I do
Kendra's got
appreciate
to get
your
that bowl.
going right at it. And I don't like this move at all. Like, that's
She's
great
got
that
it
she closed it.
closed.
She's still down so much, and we're in round 18 now.
You're on round out.
And Kendra has a big round here where she closes 2 of those numbers. She needs to at least close the 20s. Close the 20s.
You know,
That's
20s
big.
and 17s take away 60 and 51 points.
Oh, doesn't do it.
A 5 mark will do it here somewhere. 5 darts.
And again, she's going at a number that is giving her less points. And she goes to the bull. That's not a terrible option there on dart 3.
No, it's 25 points.
2 more rounds left. Still got to feel pretty good about where she's at.
317
Now to 17. Yep. 1 dart. Not over with yet. And now if Kendra closes those 17s and 15s, this is
Well, you got dicey quick.
all
Gotta
right.
get
Needs
2
2
darts
marks.
to hit.
Wow. And she goes bull? Okay, one more of those. She does get it done. Wow. Last dart. Man, what a way to make that just as interesting as possible. She smiles at it.
She got a big smile. Did you see her smile? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think she knew it got dicey on her.
That was wonderful. As we head on over, Mike Carter versus Jesse Sherban. Dynamike is this is a race to 3, so this is the top 4 on the winner's side. Dynamike now a Missouri resident, correct?
Yeah, he's just actually 3 minutes from my house down in Uncle Bentley's.
There you go. All right, here was the response from Mike Maloney earlier. I don't really play well versus Dason over the years. It's quite annoying. But he played fire, hit 140 and 180 in both first and third leg diddles, and opened with 220s and 320s in those legs. Needless to say, I chased the rest of the way. Haha. 7.09 on his last leg against throw with 8 straight trips to make me use his name in vain. He goes, I hit those diddles to win start, not him. Ha ha ha. And then I want Dason Albert's banned for lack of empathy against me. I hope you run out of toilet paper today in your next trip to the bathroom. May God have mercy on your soul.
And may God have mercy on your soul.
I award you no points. And may God have mercy on your soul.
I've been playing League with Carter.
He's got to be a really fun player to play with.
He's very, very good. He's very, very, very good.
And then you have the best cheering section known to man automatically when you have Mike on your team. And Alyssa.
Yeah, he gets in fuego. En fuego was the term he kept using.
I love that term. He got that from me. Cheyenne and Chrissy are playing right now in a race to 3. We don't have a location to show that. That's why we're not, folks. So don't freak out at us. It's going to be okay. We'll tell you the results. Alyssa is actually in the top 4 match herself. Alyssa Carter. She takes on Stacy Rollison in the top 4. So both Mike and Alyssa are making runs in their brackets.
I'm wondering if she's sitting. There's 2 boards in that location. If she's not playing right next to him.
I think so, because he keeps looking. If you look at the bottom screen, he keeps looking over to his left, which would be where that board would be, considering he's up against a wall here.
Yeah, it's a great location as far as a lot of things that go with it, but the board spacing is a little tight. It's not bad. It's just a little tight.
This right here is East Iowa, or Western Illinois is where Jesse's playing. Just in Iowa. David saying, my daughter-in-law throws in Sioux Falls. Will we see any from that area? We have already today, so yep, we'll definitely get some Sioux Falls players. A couple streaming locations in that area as well. Mike asking me, how do I feel with the transition careers? Man, it's been fun so far. I've enjoyed every second of it. It's a amazing company to work for. Um, I mean, as a volunteer, you know that. And and yeah, I mean, it's special. It's really cool. It's kind of pinch me stuff. The school year started. I've had students reach out. I've had teachers reach out. Hey, we miss you. Exciting to see what you're doing. You're doing well. And honestly, the overwhelming support on the post from a couple weeks ago was more than I think anyone in the office expected. So that was really nice. I'm sorry that you all have to see my face a lot more on camera. Um, we're trying. We're trying to do some fun stuff and make it more interesting. But a lot of big things to come. A lot of big ideas that we have kind of behind the scenes once we get rolling with the everyday stuff. You're going to see a big improvement that's already happened in in uh in the amount of uh, information and things that you'll have access to. And hopefully we can promote this game, which is the
I,
ultimate goal.
I'm really excited for you. I'm glad to see you move into the role that you can add the additional passions that you've developed over the years of streaming matches, traveling to locations, doing the things that you've been able to do for the game. So now take it to the next level, brother.
Yeah, it's been a wild ride to say the least. Definitely not where I saw my life at 5 years ago, and well, some things have been uh, stressful with everything involved in the last 5 years. I think that um, things are now in a really good spot. So really excited for this opportunity, and working with Haley has been fun and fantastic already. And the entire staff of uh, meeting who I had not met yet a couple weeks ago, they were all fantastic and so welcoming. It was yeah. It's one of the things like I'll go back to Sullivan, Missouri anytime because it's a really good time being there. Haley, don't hold me to that. Don't hold it. Don't. Lion's Choice roast beef is 1 in a million of deliciousness, and yeah. But Jesse looking like he's going to take leg number 2 here.
Carter's got darts in hand, but it's going to have to be a biggie.
Not going to do it.
Yeah, I need a dart 2 to be the double bullseye. I mean, it was a 5 mark ask. I don't see
Where's Mike probably
Sherman
playing out of?
missing.
Uh, where's Mike playing out of today? Enterprise Lanes.
Well, actually, he's at Uncle Bentley's.
Oh, he's at
Enterprise
Uncle Bentley's.
is a wide open spot, but we do play out of Uncle Bentley's, Georgia Max, Enterprise Park Lanes, Sunshine Lanes, as our main locations, and he's at Uncle Bentley's right now, which is actually 3 minutes from my house. I like to
Nice.
play there.
Running shoes
No,
on. He doesn't own those anymore.
no,
Look at Jesse. Boom goes the dynamite. Jesse Sherman.
that's a big 9 on the 50 on the 19s. That's how you back up a 7 mark open by your opponent.
This is a race to 3. Just a reminder to everybody, the top 4 match on the winner side. So 1-1, no matter what. We will have another leg after this, at least. Jason finally responds to Mike. Austin asking about a specific match. Austin, it all depends on the streaming locations, if they have streaming locations. And if I look down the list here, okay. So we do have Mitch. They just started game 1, so it depends on how much longer this goes. I'm gonna get that, but yeah. So we do have the location with Mitch playing against Porky. So we'll see if we can bring you that after this match. It's being set up for you, just in case. at one Cornell Lake.
There's another 9. Sherman with 2 9s in this leg. Mike still got the 20s. Big 7 right there. Sherman needs that trip 18 to go. 349 playing 340. Mike Carter's got the 20s. Jesse with the 18s. 1-1 scoreline. We are interesting here.
Sorry about that, folks.
Sean got froze. Not in the game of freeze, in the
Nope.
game of commentary. Sean got froze.
It's never good when I'm getting frozen in the game of commentary. That's a bad day. And a reminder, folks, the winner of this match is guaranteed an elite finale. Like, that's the importance of this, right? Because if you make the king seat match on the winner's side, the worst you can get is 4th place. So just pointing that out to you. So top 2 on the winner's side automatically have done their job today, which, again, the first job to do is to make the elite finale by making the top 4. From that point, you're still playing for good money. First place is $700, $450, all the way down to $150 for 4th, and then you get your money back for 5th and 6th. So a lot of good money on the line. Jesse is against the throw in control here in leg number 3.
Yeah, he's had back-to-back 9s on the 18th, was able to close down the 20. Carter gets the 17s, but Jesse comes right back and gets rid of it. Fortunately, Mike is forced into the corners.
Yeah, and Mike's got the 8s closed, but he's not trying to close those. So it still finds the trip 16 on dart 3.
It's a very frustrating shot, being Carter's position, going for the 16s in your first 2. Probably right on the edge. 1 in the trip 8, 1 on the edge of the 8, and you don't get it to hit. But Sherban says, doesn't matter because I'm going to do this with another big round. He is just fantastic this leg.
Well, Brad Gollin has cemented his spot in the elite finale as he makes the top 2 on the winner's side. So he'll be playing the king seat match, most likely against Dason, if I'm going to be honest with you. No offense to Jeremy Anderson, but I'm just based on everything else, Don Kirby, George Daniels going on right now. Those are 2 good friends, and Ohio and Indy players, as Jesse does win that with a 6-2-6 there in leg number 3. That was hot.
Yeah, he come down that board with those back-to-back 9s and then just swept out 17s, 16s, 15s quickly underneath Carter. Carter's not out of it, 2-1, but Jesse's definitely got the control.
All right, as we head into leg number 2, Dynamite only gets a 2-mark opening. That's killer.
Well, only gets it closed. It's a game of triples. So far, 9 darts in, and neither one of them has hit a triple.
Nope, but it's going to happen eventually, and here we go. Boom goes the dynamite. Yeah. Jesse Sherman. It's people make it sound like we're smart when we say stuff like that, but in reality, we just know that these players are good, and the law of averages are telling us that they're going to hit some triples here. It's not like if they miss the first 2 rounds at it, they're going to hit in the 3rd round.
Yeah, you guys, the average top level player is a 5.0 or better on a consistent basis. The average good player is 4 point. We were talking about the other day, is I think there's probably several hundred players at 3.8, maybe even 1,000 plus players at 3.8 up to the 5 point range. So, I mean, that wasn't heard of 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So that triple is going to come, and you want it to come in succession for you in a match like this. You don't want to be single, 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 and then your opponent runs off with a 9.
There was an interesting situation where Alyssa is playing on the board next to Mike, like we've talked about, and Mike had to move all the way over to Alyssa's line pretty much. So Alyssa had to step back and wait for Mike to throw the darts.
Yeah, it's
So
tight quarters in there. I mean, it's
yeah,
as far as a location to go in and have fun and enjoy the evening and drinks with friends and stuff. It's a great location. It's awesome. It's just a little tight for the darts. That's
Dynamite's
why
in
they
some
like it
trouble
so much.
here. Dynamite's in a lot of trouble here.
Jesse's been playing well. He's been out in control the whole match.
Yeah, the 6-2 something, he has what, 3 9 marks in
Yeah,
these 2 legs.
yeah. He's
Yeah,
not.
and
Definitely not letting off the gas. He is definitely screaming to the end.
no, it looks like Sherban's gonna get the best of him. If he does win this, he will guarantee him spot in the elite finale, and so will Kyle Linder in that one. So that king seat match will be ready to go. Again, we're gonna hop over to Mitch and Porky. It's tied 1 apiece right now, as Jesse does get it done 3-1 over Dynamite Carter. 5-5, enough to get it done. And as we head on over to Porky and Mitch Barham, winner of that one does qualify for the elite finale already. The bottom half of this bracket is Jeffrey Johnson and Kyle Manders. Jeffrey, a well-known name to us.
I believe he's from Wisconsin.
Who? Jeffrey? Yeah.
Jeffrey called a few of his matches in the past.
Milwaukee. Algonquin for the good land. In fact, speaking of whoa, that's fun. Haley hit the wrong button
That's
there.
what we
That's no big
call
deal.
pressing the wrong button, folks. Pressing the wrong button.
And Super I Wyndham, nope, no, it's not. This is Mitch Barrow. I'm taking on Porky. So talking about Wisconsinites, we got 2 of them here. Look at this.
Man,
Boom
that's a
goes the
shot.
dynamite for Mitch. Big white horse.
That right there is a killer shot because of where it's at in the leg. You're forcing your opponent with 15s, and you just took away 3 segments from him. 45 points is hard to work with in triples compared to
So
the other
Mooney,
big numbers you have closed.
I had to play Porky in our secret PBD league. I played him back to back, so I played 30 games against him. I'm going to tell you my averages, and then you tell me how many games I won. Okay. I threw a 3.25 in the first match, a 3.20 in the second match for the average of the 8 games of cricket apiece. In 0-1, which the first 4 games are open and double out split bowl, and then the other 3 games are open, open, open. I averaged a 28 and then a 27.
You lost every leg.
I did not lose every leg, but I only won 3.
I was going to say it's going to be lower 2 or 3. I just know what Porky can produce.
Yeah. Yep. And Porky was doing that. Those are my best 2 weeks of league as far as like averages go, by far. And yep, didn't matter. Hold on one second, okay? Because my mom is calling me, which is weird. So I'm going to mute myself.
Mitch definitely in control. Hilger does have the point lead. Looks to go bull, but can sweep out the numbers, and that's what he's going to try to do. Does he get it? Dart 2 not there. Oh, he tried to sweep with Dart 3. Barham, 54 points for his 18. Needs 4 of them to look at the bull and to gain the point lead. could close out the bowl and just make it a point race.
Hey, goodies in the chat. What's up, guys? Let's go, Porky. Tim's allowed to root for people this week, I guess, as he was my co-commentator last weekend. Did a great job, man. I enjoyed having you on, for sure. It was a lot of fun.
This is interesting right here.
Yeah, you got to go through the closes, right?
Continue to try to get rid of it. Chip 16 would have fell, would have been a 4-3 for Porky on the bowl.
Well, yeah, Porky in advantage. Let's see what Mitch does.
I'm Mitch. I'm just going to bury everything in the 16s.
Yeah, not even move.
No. I don't care if it's 9. I'm going to bury it all in the 16s. I don't want a bull race.
I don't think that's enough.
5.
I mean, it is. It's enough for right now. Porky's well behind now, but
he took darts out of his hand.
Of course, he's going to do this and make it interesting.
One more.
16s.
It's the point lead.
He did go at the bull on the last one. Surprised he didn't close to 16, just to not give Mitch a bailout plan. Make him hit those 3 bulls.
Another bull, you take the point lead at 205 to 200. He sets to throw 1 dart at the 60.
Those darts are almost so killer that Mooney almost lost it. Yeah.
I do apologize. I got my water and my hard candy and my coffee to keep my voice nice and warm, but a little tickle.
Double bull needed to take a look here as you see Porky stepping over to get a cleaner shot at the double. He's got to step over even further. Does hit the double.
Take a look. Double or triple? What's he going for, folks?
Double. And he hits it.
Wow.
What a steal.
What a comeback.
What a steal of a leg there from Porky. And you can see he's like, whoo, can't believe I got that job done. So it's 2-1 now. It is a race to 3. I don't know how much those guys know it. As Porky is still celebrating that. I'm going to laugh when he's like, oh, all right. Nope. He kind of figured it out.
Mitch didn't do anything wrong. He just slowed down at the end, and Porky stayed methodical.
Ken, I can guarantee you that Mooney is not doing that. That is not how Mooney rolls. It says Mooney's hitting that good. That's why you're coughing.
Good.
Yeah, don't worry. So you don't even know what that means, Ken. That's what I mean.
No. It's just black coffee.
That does sound like the name of one. You're right. But amazing. All right. Porky looking to build on the steal of the last leg. Mitch was in control. Going to be kicking himself that he didn't get the job done. Even in his Crocs and cutoff shirt. By the way, folks, Mitch's entire outfit is not wearable at TOC, just for the record. The entirety of what he is wearing right now is not TOC friendly.
Well, the hat you can wear.
Technically, but it depends on how dirty it really is. We can't tell. There's got to be a clean look hat. That looks good. You can wear the sleeve too.
With sleeves.
Yeah. Ken's cracking me up. Big 6 mark there from Porky. Yeah, TOC wardrobe. Folks, make sure pants or slacks of some kind. If they're jeans, or make sure there's not holes in them. All right. Got to be wearing closed-toed shoes. Okay, no Crocs, no flippity flops. You got to wear sleeves and a collar on that shirt. So, but you can wear a hat, which honestly is is interesting because that's the one thing that most other like big organizations, that's their one no is not wearing a hat or headphones.
Well, they also allow the jeans. You know that
Oh, that's true.
the
Yeah.
Pro Tours that you've commentated on,
Slacks.
there's no jeans allowed.
Nope.
I will tell you that it's interesting because dress codes are very common in the pro levels. And when I played in the PDC events out in Vegas in 16 and 17, they even wanted to see my belt because it was part of the rules. And I showed them that I had a belt on, even though you couldn't see it, but they wanted to see my belt. They looked at my shoes too.
Yep.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
just they did. And
you can't wear trainers unless they're all black. They cannot have white on them unless you've won world championships, and then you can probably get away with anything. Boom goes the Wisconsinite there for Porky, though. Big run there on the 18s. Brandon in the chat. All I own is dirty hats. I got to go buy new clothes just to play TOC. It's worth it. I'm telling you, it's worth it. You got to look good to play good. All right. And if there's one person that knows more about that than anyone else, the person who just said, "What's up, boys?" In the chat, and Brandon Neal.
Brandon Neal definitely has the fashion sense when it comes to play dogs.
Yes, he does.
I could look the best in the world, but he'll still look better than me. Look at that.
Back-to-back 9s from Porky. Boom goes the Wisconsinite. As we head to the bull for Mitch, who is about to lose this thing, and he should have won leg number 3. And that's what happens here, right?
I mean, not pushing through and quietly going down on the 16s, letting Porky get back in the leg. You've allowed a player like his caliber to go, like you just said, boom goes dynamite ×2, folks.
And Porky is in the elite finale. Qualified.
And that's coming alive right there.
What are you averaging that? Like 6 plus? Yep, 6.0.
6.0.
George Daniels has qualified for the elite finale. So has Austin Erdman. Don Kirby falling to George there in the top 4 matchup. Mike Scarborough is qualified for his spot, along with Cody Drager. Speaking of Wisconsinites. Sean Christensen Sr. out of Omaha, Nebraska has qualified. Ram has qualified. Defeated Dylan Steinke in the top 4 matchup. Dason has qualified, and so has Brad Gollin. Sorry, so I'm just running through this real quick before we talk about RJ and Mike. Jesse Sherban and Kyle Linder have both qualified. Jaron Todd has qualified for the elite finale. And again, that's job number 1 is getting that done. Qualifying for the elite finale. Then it's win that $700 today. Looking over at the ladies.
Win that $700, you just paid for your room and travel expenses or airline ticket. I mean, it's definitely play to the end. Play hard.
And no ladies has made the queen seat match yet. But all the big names are still in that top 4 of the winner's side.
Mike is really trying to stay hard in his leg on that trip 18. RJ went down and grabbed the 17s to go with his 19s.
Mike is playing out of booze too.
On the 18s, he can move forward.
And Mike is in that wide open second bracket. This is the 1-loss side of the bracket. You're on this one, Moon. Booze 2 is where Todd Wigman plays out of.
I like Todd. He's funny.
Brent in the chat saying it's nice to have qualified already, just sitting back today and watching football and everybody else playing their qualifiers. Yeah, Brent, that's always the fun thing is Haley hits the wrong button again.
Haley hits the wrong button. Haley hits the wrong button.
It's okay. She's just trying to make this the best stream you guys can possibly get. Ends up making it the worst, but she's trying to make it the best.
She gets nervous.
And again, these brackets are rolling, folks.
Boy, Mike's got an interesting shot here. Trip 15 first start. Do you take a look?
I think take a look anyway. He did not. I mean, there's 19s and 17s. You can't battle the 15s on that, even with the X on the 15s. I think you just got to.
No.
You get one look at it. You get one look at it. Right? No, you said no.
I mean, the key to it is knowing when your opportunities are there. Or
Here's
to
a big
play
one.
smart and not just trying to take pot shots when you're not prepared for them.
That seems like that's my fault, or that's my reason for losing a lot. For someone who watches so many brilliant players play darts, you'd be surprised how often I go, that was stupid. After I throw. I don't know where that second dart went. On the miss there.
Good close, grab the 19s. Stayed there for more points.
I like it. Alan Gray from South Dakota, or Sioux Falls, has qualified. Worst that these players in the King Seat match can do is get fourth. So that's why I'm saying that. This top four does qualify for the elite finale. And again, no matter what today, folks, these players are qualifying for one of our brackets for the finale. If you finish in the bottom half, you're most likely in the semi-pro bracket, which is the least amount of money that you can win on that Wednesday finale, but still blind draw, still fun, still an interesting format and situation altogether. And so if you're a voucher holder, use those vouchers because that's going to get you into any of our finales and your chance to go through over $1,000, $1,500, no matter what bracket you're in.
I will tell you this on the semi-pro. See the start here. One of our players several years ago was, I would say, one of the lower rated players in our group that won a voucher, qualified for the semi-pro, and he won it, and he was the only champion we had all weekend. So,
Alan is playing out on nickel spot. Haley, is he on the board? Yeah, because KJ, Caden just asked for Alan because he won. Or it's his dad.
Boy, that's not a cork you want.
It's against Ram.
That's a rough cork. Well, that's a rough open.
Yeah, I was about to say that's.
Cork.
Yeah, it's almost worse that it's an open, but nothing done there either. Sorry, Caden, your dad's not playing on the streaming board, so we can't stream him. No one is at this point. So you're going to have to message him yourself and say, hey, go to the streaming board. But if he's already started, then don't do that. He's not playing at nickel spot, so there you go. It says he is. He doesn't even have a secondary location, so I'm going to guess that there's not a streaming board at his location then, my friend. RJ 119 has effectively stolen the throw here from Mike. Mike needs another bullseye just to get back into it. Not yet. Not a good situation. And again, this is the one loss side of the bracket here. So the loser of this one does go to the last chance. I think Mooney got used to me just talking to everybody else besides him, so he's now on his phone.
No, I was looking at I'm looking at brackets.
I'm just kidding, Moon.
I'm just catching up on brackets. Never mind.
Oh, I love it.
Golly, always getting yelled at by the boss.
Oh, I'm not the boss.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Austin
You the
asking about
boss.
the Brad Gall and Dayson match. I'm again assuming that they're both not on a streaming board, as I don't see either of their names listed. Ah. So yes, he's playing at 5-star lanes, but apparently the board camera is not pulling up out of there. So we'll have to get that looked at and fixed. So unfortunately, we cannot stream his match. We promise, guys. There's reasons why we don't stream the ones because we would love to stream Ram Gavar versus Alan Gray. We'd love to stream Brad and Dayson, right? Like these are matchups that we would very much enjoy watching, just as much as you guys would. So just know that we're trying our best here.
Double 16 to take it.
Double 13.
There it is. Oh, I'm sorry, double 13. My bad. Jeez, Ryan.
It's all right.
I seen
Been there, done that.
and thought double 16.
Yep. All right, folks. So we're going to take a quick second, head to our break for the first time today, and then we'll come back with our next matchup. Don't go anywhere, folks. Sean Green, Ryan Mooneyham, Haley behind the scenes bring you the next match right after this.
Let me tell you about A to Z Darts. We're a specialty dart store with over 10,000 different products. We create in-depth videos and blogs to help improve your game and showcase our products. We give helpful advice on how to practice darts, the fundamentals of form and mechanics, and how to make better decisions when purchasing your darting equipment. Whether you're brand new or a seasoned player, we try to provide fun and informative content. I'm Jen, the creative director for A to Z Darts. I've been playing for over 10 years, and I've traveled the world competing in and promoting the sport. This is Will. He runs our live streaming company, USA Darts, and travels the globe as well to broadcast major darting events and interview PDC players alike. You'll find over 2,000 different sets of darts on our website. Guessing right now you're pretty interested in our resources? Learn about form, throwing mechanics, practice routines, scoring and grouping, checkout methods, cricket strategy, and much more. Visit a-zdarts.com to take advantage of our blog or follow us on social media at AZDarts today. Nathan Aspinall Echo soft tip darts. By the way, I've swapped out the stems and flights for the new K-Flex number 2 standard flight. Originally only number 6 was available. Now we have number 2 in all colors and lengths. All right, 146 remaining. Ho, ho, ho. Damn, that felt good. Echo has really expanded since it first came out as an exclusively soft tip range. Now we have a player edition that has remnants of Nathan's prior signature darts, notably the overall shape of the barrel and the milling, with the CNC milling in the front, nano grooves in the middle, finishing off with radial grooves in the rear, which to me feel the most aggressive. So if you have a widespread grip or a 5-finger hold like Nathan himself, I would recommend taking a look at this barrel. It's certainly a more affordable option than your typical PDC Superstar signature dart. Take a look. Dartboard lighting systems that work with soft tip boards, starting with what I'm calling your best value option, the 180.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sean Green joined by Ryan Mooneyham, and we got ourselves a one-loss side of the bracket matchup here for this TOC finale qualifier. This is the third out of 4. We have another one next weekend on Saturday. It will be the last qualifier. Anyone who has not qualified with a voucher this weekend will have to play next weekend if they want to get into one of those finales. And the problem with waiting until next weekend, Mooney, is, well, you got to have a full bracket in order to make it work. So if you're one of the last people to sign up for this fourth qualifier, you could be in some big trouble.
Yeah, I mean that is the waiting to the last minute risk you take. So if you know you're in the next week's qualifier, sign up now. Don't wait.
And well, Ben's got an interesting jersey on the back of that. A nice little chicken there. And Ben is not a small person, folks. Like he's probably the size of an average NFL left tackle.
So you're saying in a scrap I can take him?
No. I don't know. He could be a teddy bear when it comes to things, but I doubt it.
I'm 5'6". Come on, folks. 5'6", but I'm 260.
But you're from Missouri, so like you have that Missouri fighting like prowess going on, which I don't know if that's a thing. It's probably not a thing.
Oh, we're pretty scrappy here.
See, there you go.
It's Missouri.
Good old Missouri.
Yep, good old Hoosier.
You got that right. Country bumpkin through and through. Good 6 mark there from Ben. Staying out in front. Let's shout out the ladies that have qualified so far. We got Suzanne Young, who has made the Queen Seat match. Abby Spot has made the Queen Seat match, defeated Marcy Kirby. It's a good run from Marcy, so she'll have a good shot still to get that. Alyssa Snitzeller and Chrissy Grimmel. The Chrissy Grimmel Cheyenne Richards match was a rematch of the Bullshooter Invitational that was on ESPN, so kind of a cool rematch there. And John L. Gilmore are so far the elite finale qualifiers. There, and I believe all the ones are done for the men. Zach Fuse and Jaron Todd, Jesse Sherbon and Kyle Linder, Steve Hilger and Jeffrey Johnson, Austin Erdman and George Daniels, Jason Alberts, Brad Gollin, Ram Guevara Jr., Alan Gray, Eric Ludke, and Sean Christensen Sr., and then Mike Scarborough and Cody Drager. So far, the qualifiers for the elite finale. They've already done their job today. One name that's watching along with us right now who has not done his job yet is Mike Maloney. Get together, Mike.
Double bull.
Big dart there from Ben. That's dead center dart too. It's always fun when that happens. Mooney, it's been a good day so far. You're not playing in one of these qualifiers, are you?
No, I didn't qualify this year. As a matter of fact, I didn't start playing until July 6th of this year after a 2-year break.
Woohoo! Well, it's good to have you.
As a matter of fact, it's funny because in points I'm like 130 right now. I'm like, I knew I'd come out of the gate strong, but I didn't realize I'd bumped up that quick, that fast in points. But my game is very, 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 very far from where it used to be. I have a long ways to go. That's 150 right there.
Yeah, good start there from Ben. Obviously, I'm playing in a league where I have to shoot well, so my averages continue to rise through PPD, which I like. I don't want a low average right now. I started at like a 2.3 or something like that because the first week was terrible, and I'm now up to a 2.86 or something like that. So last 4 league matches, I've averaged over a 3, which I'll take all day, and twice on Sundays.
I am right now currently shooting 4.2. So I have a long ways to go. But I've done very, very well in the split bowl format, and it's in the no caps. Playing all the
I
years of steel tip.
love split bowl format. Those are where I've won the majority of my legs in this Super Secret League, is because that's the only place where I think the open and double out split bowl is the only advantage I think I have on any of those. Even someone like Porky, right? I can jump on him in one of those games.
Yeah, I've done very, very well in the split bowl open in double out format. My cricket's it's 6 point something, 2.9. I mean, it's so
Yep.
up and down. It's
Consistency.
It's not the old consistency that I'm used to.
And looking just to put some pressure here. Yeah. Let's put pressure now on
120 is
Corey.
a good out. I like 120.
Me too, especially in
Even with
open.
an open bowl format. Yeah, especially with an open bowl format.
But I also like 124 for open bowl. Double 12. Finds it.
That's
What
a
a
shot.
great 124. Made that look clean and easy. Needed it too.
Good shot. Good shot.
So Kinjerski, Baxa, one leg apiece as we go to a last leg decider here, Moon. Yeah, we can see now there's at least a couple of players that have qualified already for our elite finale that's in our chat saying like it's just nice and relieving to be already qualified at this point in time. And I mean, you're seeing now the names that are coming in today, the names that we have not said yet, like Leonard Gates, who has to play next week in his qualifier. So anyone who has not qualified yet and has not played in the qualifier, just know that Leonard might be in your bracket and like automatically. So, and there's going to be quite a few of those players next week that are trying to just improve their spot that they maybe had in the difference, because you can end up with 2 vouchers and take 2 shots at it. So, it's going to be interesting to see.
This year we've seen on other events kind of been heavy the first 2 weeks of this August. There's another major event this weekend, so a lot of people have been traveling that you might not see them till next week. You're like, well, why didn't they try to qualify weeks 1 through 3? Well, they were out of town playing another event, so Kate's being one of them.
And Mooney, let's call up something that I know that both of us think is a great thing, is that there's a lot more players playing both steel tip and soft tip. So this weekend's a big steel tip event, but a lot of big soft tip players are down there playing that this weekend as well. First of all, it's unique. You got some PDC pros there. Jermaine Wanamino won the CDC event yesterday. The Steve Brown and his sons are there, who used to be the director of the JDC. So yeah, just interesting stuff going on down there in Florida this weekend. Our boys Nick and Will are down there, not streaming. They're playing, which is great, and also not great because the live stream has been playing just mostly music over top of anything going on, which is never my favorite thing to watch. But it's also because of what we do.
I did not know they weren't streaming.
But
then I did not know they weren't streaming. I just seen their pictures there. I just assumed they were streaming.
Yeah, nope.
That's good. I mean, a lot of people don't give Will credit as a player because they haven't seen him play much. But man, he's really, really good. So let's hope he makes some good runs this weekend. I know Nick's always been really, really that 4-point average area a lot. So let's hope they make big runs.
Yeah, I'm playing Nick in our super secret PPD league next Wednesday, or this upcoming Wednesday, folks. So if you want to see a good battle, because I'm pretty sure I might be able to take him. I'm playing 30 games. Like I said, his average right now is a 3.3 in cricket, and around the same average for me in 01. I've been averaging right around a 3.2 the last 4 weeks. So I think it's gonna be a good matchup. I'm looking forward to it. I know the pressure's on him because if I beat him, I mean, my nickname in that league is Baby Seal. Okay. Because I keep getting beaten like one. So it's good it'll be a good battle. I'm looking forward to it, and he should definitely be worried. Dason, king seat holder in his bracket, not surprising, and Dason excited to see him in the elite division of the CSC this season. I think that's a great addition to the CSC. And this elite division is going to be great anyway.
He's definitely going to be one to watch to win that thing.
Only 16 players in that elite division, and 32 in Division 1, 32 in Division 2. 80 players total.
I'd like to try to get back in those realms again. It's been a goal of mine to get back there.
I was going to say that. I looked back on a memory that someone had posted, and it was the CSC, and I think it was season 3, and I saw your mug there as one of the participants.
I remember playing Kevin Luke in one of them and just get slaughtered. And then I remember playing, I played Dason in other events and just got slaughtered. Then I won some matches too.
Yeah, I mean, and that's, you mentioned Will and not getting the recognition as a player. You also are quite a good shot, quite a good player. And I know that you used to be better, and you can say this all day long, and I know, but you're still a very, very good dart player.
I try to stay very consistent, and whether it's the soft tip board or steel tip board, it's two different games. I used to balance it pretty well, but I went all heavy steel tip for the last 2 years. I mean, a lot of traveling. So like I've got a big travel plans to go play in the Dutch Open next February. So,
well, you have a son-in-law now that's a pretty big name in darts and one of the most followed names in darts, even without a PDC Tour card right now.
No, it's watching him play or traveling to the big tournaments to play doubles with him is exciting.
Guten Tag. As we see someone from Germany and watching along on YouTube.
Axel blocked out. Can stay at the bowl, doesn't need anything, but didn't get it to go.
Yeah, miles ahead here.
That's the part that, like where Ben's at right now, you're just comfortable. Go up and close this game. If you're Corey, you're like, are you kidding me? I tied this thing up, and then here we are.
We're starting to get into some king seat holders are starting to come in, some of those score lines. Of course, Dason getting it in his bracket. That was bracket number 4. That also has Mike Maloney in that one. George Daniels is the king seat holder in bracket 5.
You got to watch out for George, guys.
Oh, yeah. George is one of those people.
He slides out, man. There's a reason.
And his throw is so simple and just, it looks like he's not even trying when he throws that dart, too. Kyle Linder is king seat holder. And Ben Baxa gets the job done and moves on in the one-loss side of the bracket. Ladies, no one has reached that queen seat spot yet. We do have some matches playing in the queen seat. And let's take a look at Eric Lucky taking on Sean Christensen Sr. I believe this is the king seat match of bracket number 2. Yep, bracket number 2, Eric Lucky taking on Sean Christensen Sr. So this is a king seat match. So it's a race to 4 matchup. And I like that we get to look at Sean Christensen Sr. because I did not know, he was one of those names I had not seen yet, or not really know anything about yet. So to get to look at him before the finale, the elite finale, since he's qualified for it already, is going to be good to see. And he's going up against a multiple participant in the CSE, in Eric Lucky.
Just looking at the brackets, and we are moving right along.
Mm-hmm. It's always crazy. Trying to find here real quick where. So Sean's playing out of Stoley's. So he's playing at Stoley's Lounge in Omaha, Nebraska. 3.8 was his average heading into this. And of course, he has the Nebraska Cornhuskers dart jersey on.
I like going up there to play that bullshitter in Omaha. I haven't for a couple years. It's been on my radar again. I haven't been at the bullshitter in 10 years in Chicago, and it's on my radar again.
We definitely need to do that. Yeah, that Bullshooter Chicago Hyatt Regency Hotel that takes place out of is fantastic.
Yeah, that's kind of. I wouldn't say it's going to happen, but it's definitely on the plans. Kind of going back to some of the old routes that I used to travel. Kind of get some of that old back.
Look at this from Eric Lucky. He is marching along here in leg number 1.
Christian's gonna. He's back. He needs that 16 to come alive for him. Not gonna get it done with just 4.
Sean spells his name in an interesting way, comparatively speaking. It's the 3rd most popular way to spell Sean. I like the spelling overall. Like the SHAWN, blah, overall. I used to hate my spelling of it, but
blah.
Well, it's the Irish Gaelic way to say it, or to spell it, and I like that aspect of it.
Okay. No, I don't care. It's great.
I could have been named Owen, spelled EOGHAN, so it could have been way worse. Let's put it that way.
Oh, wow.
Look at this, double. Sean gets 5 of them. Yeah, actually, fun fact, Mooney, I would have been made, or I would have been named Sean, whether or not I was a boy or a girl. If I was a girl, I would have been named SHAWN Sean. And that is a true story. Eric does win that first leg, 4-6-4 to win leg number 1. Takes a 1-0 lead here. Race to 4. Heather's in there saying, "Go, Eric." Heather, your brother spells his name the right way. Jonathan saying, with the Bullshooter ESPN event moving to Chicago, it might be on the radar for a lot of players now. I did not actually know that it was moving to Chicago. So that is new knowledge to me.
I think it's a good move. It's you put all your eggs in one basket.
Makes more sense.
You can have an elite event with more people to watch it.
And Chicago's a more central location for everybody versus Florida or before that South Carolina, right? And so
yeah,
they have airports there, 2 of them that everyone flies into.
Yeah, I still drive to Chicago for the Bullshooter, but
me too.
The airport is just across the street from the hotel, so it's just simple. If you were flying in from anywhere in the country.
All right, chat. Appreciate you joining us here today. Again, Sean Green, Ryan Mooneyham on the call this weekend. We're going to be on the call next weekend too for the final qualifier. Next week is going to be interesting for me because it is Summer Showdown, and I will be I'm doing commentary for that event next week in Indy. So I'm most likely going to be at the hotel streaming there this next week. On location there, but I'll make sure to bring my microphone and things like that so it doesn't sound bad. And John, you might be right. I have not heard that yet, so that's why I'm just letting everybody else know that I have not actually heard that information. But I also am not privy, or at least not more so than other people.
Boy, that 17 got to do something with that. You just can't leave Sean wide open with that.
Sean just to march, right? First starts in a tough spot, and you can see that his flight's grab. Yeah, so it has the big single. Does that, though.
So take your time, get the third one in there. Make your opponent go 15s or 16s. Don't give them the opportunity to get a couple triples in there and take away your top of the line.
All right, so, John, we do have more sources confirming. So, yeah, I do like that move, Mooney. Do you agree with that?
I think
it just seems like a better move for sure.
You get a crowd to watch that thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look
There's
at this from
big triple there.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Boy, he
John
is
Christensen.
marching orders.
Man, what a difference a leg makes. Eric just practicing for the next leg, it looks like. Again, race to 4. Un más, por favor? Not yet.
Easy peasy. He got the fly off, though. He will return.
Heather Fuller, what's up? It's in there in the chat. Again, guys, you can all find the brackets on CompuSport. It's under the PPD major tournaments and events 25-26. And it will be all of the brackets there will be posted. All 12 of them today. Again, 52 players are going to qualify. As Ram does get the king seat in that one. Sean does get leg number 2.
4.5. Eric's going to have a better leg this one. He was good on the first leg, but slow in leg number 2. He used to come out of the gate like he did in leg 1. I've been talking about this a lot on my personal game is my slow starts. And with a slow start, and you've got someone that just came off a red hot leg, are you putting gasoline on a fire? Did you just give them their opportunity to take that leg as well? I mean, that start is huge.
Yeah, and even for someone like me, right, who just playing in a blind draw, I'm a 3 average. If I win that diddle and they pick cricket, awesome. I feel good about that. But at the same time, there's a pressure now that you just did what you're supposed to do. Now, if you don't actually close the 20s, you've just given it right back to them. And
yeah, I mean, nothing I hate more than to have a single or 2 marks on the 20s, and then your opponent goes up there and buries 6 or 7 on the 20s. That should have been me. I should have had a better start. I didn't.
We got old thoroughbred himself in the chat, Mr. Ram Kavar Jr. What's up, brother? Congratulations on the king seat today. Congratulations on the bull shooter win and for making me seem smart 9 hours before the event started. And again, I use the word seem smart because it's not that smart to pick Ram. That's just kind of there's a percentage there. And I had insider information.
Good job on the race against Teixeira. I want to call him out on his foot race.
No, bad job. Bad job on that. You don't want to give Nick any type of like something that he can hold over you or hold over everybody forever. He'd be like, well, I beat Ram in that race, so I could probably beat anyone. And you got the better start, Ram. All right. And he put rocks down beforehand. I saw him do it.
I did too. And there was glass, and then there was oil, and I know there was water.
The fact that you popped right up, Ram, was a big deal for everybody involved, as that would have been the worst way for you to get injured.
Christensen's got 16s. Boy, if I was Sean, I'd like to bury the 18 here with at least 7.
Ram, I'm going to keep that in mind now that you'll happily give up your time to look ridiculous for some views. Yeah, Eric's still in control here, but does want to get rid of those 18s. At the very least, does that. Look at this from Eric Lucky.
Man,
Big
that's a run
7.
down the board right there. That's a nice run down the board there. Sean forced the 16s now. Only going to get the one triple to fall.
Haley is funny today. Says we're adding foot races to TOC this year. You inspired us. There's a lot of room for those at TOC.
Yeah, I'm not a participant.
Hey, Haley and Will are going to do a corn dog eating contest, which is going to be interesting. That
Can I
is not
take
going to
on
be a
the
good look
winner?
for Will at any point in time. Like, even if he wins, he loses, you know? That's the type of thing that is. And then Mooney's going to take on the winner and just dominate that.
Well, yeah, they're
Eric does
already
win leg
full
number
from eating
3.
corn dogs. Let them get all filled up on corn dogs. They can't put another one down. I'll just eat 2 and be done.
I love it.
2-1. Eric got leg 1 and 3. Christensen got leg 2. The start here is huge. We've talked about it.
Reminder, folks, these are rolling today. This is the men's king seat match here. They are in the one loss side. They're down to like 9th and 10th in each one of their brackets for both the men and the women at this point. Yeah, they are rolling, which is good to know because there's a blind draw at 8 that would be nice to attend tonight. Haley just said we'll see because she's the boss and she has some power trips from time to time now. You would think not. You would think she'd be super sweet and would never have that, but man, when she's like, Sean, that video sucked. You need to redo that immediately. It's just, it makes me feel bad.
I asked her a question and she told me to shut up, so I shut up.
Yep. And Haley is the worst. I'm telling you. Like, just so mean.
I told her I was going to be 10 minutes late, and she said, "You're going to be 5 minutes early and no questions asked."
And Mooney, you were 5 minutes early. That was impressive. Boom.
And
That
I
was
was
the
5 minutes
dynamite
early.
there from Sean. Sean with a good white horse there.
That's another timing shot right there. Sweep the bottom of the board, push your opponent into 15s. Make this thing a 2-2 scoreline.
Kevin Shaver in the chat, my blind draw partner last night. Yep, at White Horse. Kev. That's the plan, Stan. All right, Sean. Looking at those 15s.
Sometimes you just need 3.
Gets 5.
That was a nice trip 15 on the third dart. Adds more pressure for Eric to grab bulls, so he's going to try to just close down the board.
Yeah, I will always point this out, Mooney, and I know you'll feel the same way, that if it's a partners promoting darts ran tournament, it's going to be ran well, quickly, correctly, efficiently, and fairly. And that's just they've done this for so long. They just hit up on all of those things, even remotely. It's the way that they've figured out how to do all that is super impressive.
Having traveled to several events, soft and steel, several different styles, the TOC, you're guaranteed a certain time to start, and you will start at that time. If not, you're going to start facing forfeits, so you can't lackluster and think it's going to start on you late. And they're going to get it done. They're going to get the event done. And you know what? If the event runs a little bit later, your bracket runs a little late, Maybe there was some great battles in there, but for 99.99%, that thing is going to be done within a certain parameters that you are going to know. And you know what? When you're done, it's not 3 in the morning.
Well, and Mooney, you also agree with this. It's the idea that everyone who plays at TOC, it doesn't matter if you're on boards 200 to 220, right in the far corner, or if you're in our streaming area, or vice versa. It doesn't matter who you're playing, what your name is. It's fair in that regard. So if like they'll forfeit anybody, it doesn't matter what name you are. I'm not going to give you extra time because your name is, Mike Maloney or Ram Kavar Jr. or whoever it is. Um, it, it's fair in that way, and that's one of the main things that people have said, uh, that I've talked to about it, is that first of all they know the rules at this point in time, but second of all, it's always fair.
Yeah, if you've got a legitimate complaint, you're going to get a they're going to listen and give you
Mhm.
the opportunity to explain your situation. Um, the other thing of it is if you are in the wrong and you violated the rules, you violated the rules. There's no political pull that's going to get one person out of it or not. It just doesn't happen. I mean, I have seen it over the 14 or 15 years that this program has been alive, and it is fair. It's I've won divisional play and I've won open play and I've also gotten beaten both. So I mean, you're playing in that division. Those people are about like you, and you have to hit.
Yep. Well, this has been chalk so far in this king seat match, with throw here, Moon, and
That's
really
been very
their opponent
interesting.
has not really had chances either, right?
No, I mean the starts have been good, but it's been darts 4 through 6 and 7 through 9. It's been the killer for their opponents by going second. They haven't got the lead, and then they've released the lead too late or too early, and they've both have just been shooting down the board. Get rid of the 15, close the bull, take a 3-2 lead if you're Erie. But you're going to
Can
need
we
to
also
flip it because Sean has done the same thing to you on his throw.
can we also point out the fact that Sean had to go through a whole bunch of pain, to get those braids as tight as they are on his head, and that's just I appreciate things like that. You know,
Yeah, my braids on my head are not quite as tight as those.
no, no, very clean. Yours are very clean, shiny almost.
Why do you
Hand
think I put the
drawn
hat on?
on. It's interesting always.
Look
I
how
wear a hat now too, Mooney. You know why? Because it just keeps going further and further up the forehead. I do also have braids. I just don't want to show them off. Eric Lucky does win that one. It's a 3-2 lead now over Sean.
Christensen wants this to be a 3-3 tie line to go for a last leg decider with a court. Needs that start.
Yeah, and with this being chalk so far, Mooney, uh that count up could be massive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you and I have called many, many matches where it came down to who won the bowl
Yep.
or who won the start.
I mean,
At 19 only is not good. Christensen can just crash her
no.
down that board again.
And this is what we've also seen is the person going second is just roughing it and they're going second in the leg. Oh, but he leaves the door ajar.
Not quite open, but ajar. Does he take the look?
He did. Didn't
I
hit it
don't
though.
hate that, but I've got 2 marks on my 19, and he just needs a single to grab the point lead.
I didn't even see Brian Bigham's playing today. Bubba is on the win
Bubba,
loss side of the bracket. Yep.
he was one that played really, really well last year.
Yep. He lost to Scarborough in round number 2, which
That's a tough
nothing
opponent.
nothing to be upset about.
And that could be just the case of a millimeter not going your way. You just never know.
And that's what Bubba's going to say anyway, is that he was just a millimeter away. Who? Oh. So Brian and his opponent are on the one-loss side, and we can see that score line, one leg apiece. It looks like Mike is not playing on the streaming board, is he? Or is he? He is. He is. Yeah, so we might have Mike Maloney next after this match ends against Jeremy Anderson. The winner of that one gets Brad Gollin for the third, fourth place match. So it's in that one-loss side of the bracket.
This is an interesting situation for Eric. He trips that 17. He can take away that 16. Christensen wanted to get rid of that 17 and missed. It was only a third dart extender. Christensen's smart here. He wants to put at least 2 trips in before he looks at that 17.
This is definitely the closest that they have been in the leg, and that is massive there, Moon.
That's a screen door on a submarine.
I'm just going to write that down. Of things I'm going to steal
That one's
from Moon.
mine. Oh.
All right. Well, we have decided that Mike Maloney's a chump and we don't need to watch him. So our next match actually is going to be a queen seat match because those are more important anyway. It's Suzanne Young versus Mikkel Graber. Which is going to be a German name. So just trying to make it challenging on us on name pronunciation, especially for Mooney. No offense, Mooney.
Hey.
I said no offense.
I did really well years ago on those Japanese names.
Ram says, good, would rather see the queen seat match. That's true. Suzanne, this will be her first TOC that she'll be attending. So technically, she would be a dark horse if she didn't dominate the WCS the past 2. And get second place in both those. Don Kirby, what's up, brother? Maybe I'll see you tonight. Don's in bracket 5. See how he's. Don is in that same situation as Mike, waiting on that match to get, or he's going to play the match to get to the third, fourth match on the one-loss side. Mike, don't worry, 0 stream matches outside of CSC for me in any of these events, per usual. Well, Mike, we got to give the fans what they want, right? Eric does win it, so he will be your king seat holder as we will head over to the ladies. And Suzanne Young taking on Mikkel Graber.
And she ain't wasting no time.
By the way, folks, anytime you see the chat and you see it's from Partner 20 Darts, just know that that is Haley. So that's the funny one. Yeah, so Suzanne's first TOC will be this year, but she's going to go into it as one of the favorites, right, Moon?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. We'll see how well she plays live versus online. I mean, that's some of the things that people will speculate. I think she'll play fantastic. If not, she might even elevate even more being in a live event. I don't know her like you do, so it'll be interesting.
She's played and had enough success in live events too. Now, especially at this point, that she's traveled a little bit more and gotten more used to playing some of those bigger events like the Bullshooter Chicago, things along that line. Which I think is true though, Mooney. It is that next step to her game is winning big tournaments on site, and we're looking forward to seeing if she can take that next step in her game.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the inability to adapt to an environment can be detrimental. Or some players play decent at home, but they relish the fact that they're live and it's in person and there's people watching. They can elevate. So, me personally, I like to play in the big stuff. I tend to get madder at home than I do there. I should have done better at home, but then I'm on a live event and I play the event well. I'm very happy with myself because of the environment. Ooh, that was a nice shot right there.
Yeah, Suzanne with a Spurgeon double there in the last dart.
Man, she goes cruising across that board. Here comes that 15s.
Look at Mikkel, though. Mikkel out of Washington State. Plays for WWL.
And she's dancing.
Hey, I would be too. She's having a good time, having a great time. She's in the Queen Seat match. She's already qualified. She's already did her job. She's in the elite finale. It's all bonus here, right?
All bonus and fun and exciting. Also, big pressures are gone. I think the hardest pressure match is that fifth spot. You are one away from the elite finale, and it's a one-game shot, and you lost the court. Boy, the pressure's on to try to make that Final Four.
Yeah, so running through the prize money here real quick, folks, for those of you that are wondering. $700 goes to first place, $400 to second place, $250 to third, $150 to fourth. Fifth, sixth get $50. Kelly, I'm not sure what you just said there.
Draper didn't get the point lead. Young close the 15s and go to the bull.
That is covered.
Big dart here.
It can be Matumbo'd.
Somebody got the shot blocked.
So now, Mikkel, an opportunity.
She just needs to bury that 15 all three.
She is something else. She is animated as can be in that board. She just jumped up as she went to the line there with both of her hands up in the air.
Two big bulls there.
Nice.
Mikkel, 3 to win. So it's the 15s to fall into.
She's not falling into him. She's shooting right at him.
Yeah, she's going right at it.
That's not a bad move against Suzanne. I'm almost surprised Suzanne didn't go 15s on that last start. You?
No, but the last turn for my opponent was 2 on the 15s. I got the point lead. I'm going to make her stay on the 15s.
Because in reality, if your opponent's shooting at the 15, she's not shooting winning darts, right, Moon?
No, 2 bulls is 50 points versus a 45-point triple.
And here we go. Trip 15. Got it.
Game shot.
Suzanne Young takes leg number 1. 1-0 lead for Sue. Race to 4. Suzanne back-to-back finalist in the WCS the past 2 seasons.
She's going to get one of those to be a winner. Let's see how she does in the next one.
Suzanne plays out at the Moose Lodge for Texas Double Top there in southern Indiana. Jason Watt plays in that area as well. And Suzanne Young's story of getting into darts is a very unique one. Her brother loved darts and unfortunately passed away early in his life. And to honor him, the entire family, mom, dad, brothers, cousins, sisters, took up darts and started playing darts because that's something that he loved. And now that young family, Chase Young, Suzanne's younger brother, is extremely talented dart player. He was qualified for either Division One or the elite CSC division, but he fell off the All-Star rank list at the very end and did not qualify that way. And then dad's really good too. And so when they go to Indiana State, they tend to put in a lot of good work there, the Young family. And husband's Josh is in the chat.
Speaking of Indiana State, about what kind of turnout do you guys normally see? We don't have anything like that in our state.
It's massive. It's one of the top 3 largest state dart tournaments in the country. We get somewhere around like 1,500, 1,600 individual players.
Oh, that's very good.
It's usually a fantastic turnout, and because there's people that also can qualify through the vendors that are also in Ohio and Michigan, Illinois, even some Kentucky. So all over that area can qualify as well for this. Just like there's a lot of Indiana people that qualify for Ohio State Dart Tournament through a certain vendor because they know that they can. So yeah, it's usually a huge tournament, and so to win the Masters like that family has done with all the talent that we have around here is a testament to how good they are and how good Suzanne is, honestly.
Mikhail with the 20s will want to close that at 18.
Oh,
You can't leave that open for her.
I think Mikhail only has one speed, and it's 99 miles an hour. As you see, she's still moving back there in the background. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of like just the way that her mannerisms are great.
She gets the 18 on that one.
I just hope she keeps her hair color the same so I can recognize her at TOC, so I can go up and say hi. I'll recognize her though if her mannerisms stay the same.
Ooh, not a turn you want to have with Suzanne on the 17s.
No, and Suzanne can close the 20s first if she wants to. Yeah, that's what she's going to do. And back to 17s.
Shots there. Yep. Didn't collect on the 17s, but the damage is done on the 20s.
Yeah, she did her job there.
15s or 16s.
You go up to the line if you're going to like close the 20s at least. Ah, good. Kelly's saying her hair is always blue. Perfect. Yeah, excited to meet her. She seems like a hoot. A hoot and a holler. Do you use that phrase at all,
Yes.
Mooney?
Hoot and holler? No.
A hoot and a holler?
God said, willing and the creek don't rise.
Yeah. I don't know. That's got to be like a flood thing. Which, by the way, they shut down my road outside of my apartment complex because of flooding. So getting a lot of rain. Yeah.
Ooh, big shot on the 17s.
Yeah, woke up this morning to find out that my power went out around 2 a.m. Last night.
Big storms?
Yeah, but we've had those the past like few days. This one was definitely the one that cut out the power.
We've been under a heat cap. We've been 100 degrees every day.
Yeah, the heat's gross too, but I keep my air conditioning very, very low. And then also don't venture outside unless I have to.
Well, I went to a rodeo last night at 8 o'clock at night. It
Ooh.
was 95 degrees still.
How was it? Was it fun?
Oh, I love the rodeos.
I've never been to one, and I've always wanted to go to one. So
Yeah, Danny's mother is in from the Netherlands, and it was her bucket list while she was here to go see a rodeo. So I took her to MRCA last night up in El Dorado Springs, and it's a good rodeo. And she had a great time. Did a lot of videos, sent them back to all her family in the Netherlands.
I absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. Anybody who does things like that, first of all, they're insane. But then second of all, they're also extremely talented.
Well, the one thing that I will tell you is we were having this conversation. Chasing a radio circuit's like chasing a dark circuit in a lot of ways. Like if you're a CDC player, you've got travels, you're chasing points, you're trying to qualify for major events. MRCA was trying to qualify theirs. All those rodeo people are trying to qualify for the nationals and the world championships, just like we do.
Hmm.
And that's life on the road for them, like it is life on the road for us.
So
So
interesting.
I mean, they all kind of do the same thing. They go to work Monday through Friday, and then they chase their passion, just like we do in darts.
Except they're called cowboys.
Yeah, and they got true grit. Ooh, that was a nice shot on the Bulls.
Yes, it was to get that point lead back. She's made Suzanne work these first couple of legs, that's for sure.
Yeah, Suzanne needs
As
to stay on that 17s right here. I think she should
as
bury it.
yeah, I agree. That's exactly what she tried to do. Daryl saying he lost to Cortez, got sixth, and he'll find out if that's good enough. The fifth, sixth is right there on the cusp of still being able to qualify for the elite
I was
finale.
going to say you're not definitely not out of it, but you're hoping that the lottery comes your way on that one.
Worst case scenario, though, you made the master finale, which is still really, really good money. And great players, too. They're going to be in the Masters.
Yeah, I can tell you that the Masters is extremely talented and extremely hard to win.
Well, Suzanne did enough work on the 17s now to where she is miles ahead here in leg number 2. Looking to take a 2-0 lead here. Race to 4. Queen seat match of bracket number 4 for the women's of this elite finale qualifier.
Ooh, that one hurts.
Yeah, that was a kill shot. She turned the gun sideways on that one.
That one hurts.
And again, just want to quickly hear Mooney after this leg ends. Just run through those qualifiers from last week. Who made it through in the week before? They're automatically in the elite finale. So this will take a hot minute. So we got automatic qualifiers from last weekend. Brandon Kessler, Corey Beck, Andrew Trainer, and Blake Keel. Congratulations to them. Garrett Rakowski, Bob McCoy, Jake Smith, and Scott Cornelius. Matt Higgins, John Pilgrim, Jeremiah Berger, and Travis Wilkinson. Billy the Goat Garkey, Kurt Seedorf, Paul Hellman, and Paul Nyberg. That was an interesting bracket. Jason Watt, Nick East, Chris Champagne, and Bob Exner. Shorty Fowler, Joe Rutledge, Brett Davis, and Howard Hill, and Isaac Robinson, Justin Coppins, Jamie Haveman, and Dave Parker for the men. And for the ladies, Madison Van Beek, Meredith McGee, Tia Hughesby, and Lori Murphy. Liz Tynan, Jenny Schaefer, Trisha Mader, and Kelly Sipe. Christy Dupoy, Caroline Naguki Johnson, Michelle Hughes, and Brittany Stanton. And then Alyssa Woods, Jessica Melton, Becca Westcott, and Sarah Thompson. Congratulations to all of them in the top 4 last week. And again, no matter what, you're a voucher holder and you play in one of these, you're going to be in one of those finales. You're still going for good money. That is for sure.
Well, getting the voucher, even if you have a rough qualifier, you're guaranteed to play on Wednesday.
Yep.
I mean, here's the testament. When my very first year of the TOC, there was only the elite finale, and I did not qualify. But it was on-site qualifiers too. So I watched others play on Wednesday. So testament to the growth of the game from when I started to where we're at today.
Yep, you're not wrong.
Mikhail needs that 18. She needs to grab that 18 and put some points up. She does not want to put herself that she's down 3-0. Suzanne with 19s and 20s and already in her arsenal. Suzanne marched down the board here. This right here is a spot we have seen today, been pretty prevalent, where they've just taken off.
And you're seeing it here from Suzanne. I mean, massive 7 mark. And yeah, so here you go. Elite finale, first place prize money is $30,000 for the men and the women. For the men's master, it's $10,000 to be split 2 ways. For the women's, it's $8,000. For the men's pro, it's $5,000, and for the women's pro, it's $4,000. And the men's semi-pro is $2,500. And the women's semi-pro is $2,000. So no matter what, even if you make the men's semi-pro, you're playing for $1,220 or $225 a piece, which is
that definitely pays
not
your
bad.
weekend.
$250, excuse me.
You win that semi-pro, you paid your whole week and buy a steak dinner.
Mm-hmm. And just for making it into them, you get money back in the elite finale, which is why that's kind of the important part. $850 goes to the last place teams if you make the elite finale. So you're still winning $425 automatically. So not only are you making the bracket, but you're guaranteeing yourself $425 automatically on Wednesday if you make the elite finale.
That makes it pretty nice. Holding strong with the 16s. Graber pushing on Suzanne, but she's got a lot going on in her way right now. Well, you can take a shot here. Get rid of the 17s and 19s, go back to 16s. Make it interesting. Sometimes I always wonder when you got those one-shot closes, they're quick. When do you take them away?
Yeah, that's true. Again, all the brackets just rolling along. Bubba lost to Danny Broughton, so Bubba's taking on Justin Elrod. The one loss side. Dylan Steinke, Alan Gray. Dylan Steinke isn't guaranteed a spot in the elite finale because worst he can get is 4th place. Mike Maloney, Brad Gollin are playing for the 3rd, 4th place match. So the worst that they can get is 4th place. So Mike and Brad are also qualified. So Mike did his job today, even though he lost to Dason. And Mikhail's making it interesting. Suzanne needed that 7 mark, huh?
Yeah, Mikhail's been doing her job on the 16s. She went triple, closed. She forced Suzanne to stay all on the 20s. If Suzanne would have had a rough round there, she could do some more damage. But Suzanne's shot there put a little bit more pressure back on Mikhail.
I just wish that we had Mikhail's camera. I really wish we had Mikhail's camera.
I know, she's been fun to watch.
Like, she is a dancing machine, no matter what.
Lisa is so much fun to watch.
She just skipped the board there. Yeah, Lisa, another one of those really fun players. But I'm telling you, I don't think I've seen there's been some dart players that like move around the background like quite a bit. I think Mikhail is number 1 in that though right now.
Opportunity here because the 15s did not present. She was able to at least get it close, but Suzanne with that 391 point lead. A couple easy shots here on the 15s.
And again, she blocked herself on the first dart, but does close it.
Yeah, but she got her there.
Spurgeon double.
She came down. Yep, she came down and grabbed it. Raver to the bull.
By the way, Mooney, I know you probably know this, but Kayla Spurgeon is really good at darts. One of our bosses for PPD. Like, she has a great throw. Saw her hit multiple hat tricks in league when I was there. Like, I was very impressed.
You know who I play no cap with? Good old
Who?
Yep.
Yep.
And right now, Yepram and I are.
He's a good player too.
Holding our own. We're doing very, very well.
Yepram really tried to carry me at Bullshooter Chicago this year.
I tell you what, one thing I like about playing with Yep is if you are, let's say you go up and like I go up and I threw the 7 and I threw the 6, he just pulls that vibe with him and he can add to it quickly. The 5 or 6 mark to back it up. Next thing you know, you're way out in front of your opponents. He pulls off that feed of that great darts in front of him.
Men's bracket 7's already in the 4th place match, Mooney. Like, they already have the 4 qualifiers. Rich Kruk, Jesse Sherban, Mike Carter, and Kyle Linder.
So Carter did make it?
Yep.
I didn't look at his bracket. I'm going to send him a message.
That's crazy. They're already in that 4th place match. Definitely furthest along.
Good darts for Suzanne.
Yeah, it's only 293, which is well below her standard, but she takes a 3-0 lead. At the end of the day, that's all she wants to do now.
Well, I mean, you're playing race to 4. It's a lot of legs in there. You're going to have those slower legs. You just want to be those slower legs, and when you hit the key shots, nothing like having a red hot leg and everything was not a key shot, and it was basically just a score extender.
Yeah, and in the middle of that leg, there was a down spot where the 16s were unkind. I'm still not sure how she finds that third dart in the triple when she blocks herself every time. Mike back watching along, which means that he probably did win his match. No, I'm sure him and Brad are still playing right now. Yep. Oh, I have it blocked on my own. So we might have that match coming up next. Mike and Brad, the third, 4th place match on the 1-loss side. Looks like Mike is playing some sort of DRT or a league match on the board next to him too, which means that he's throwing really well today. It also is always fun to me, Mooney. Like, he's a part owner of a jersey company, and he's wearing a plain white t-shirt.
It's funny because I went to an event not too long ago, and I wore a black polo, and that was it. That's all it was. And I normally have a jersey, and we got team jerseys or whatever, and I wore a black polo. I played so well that day that somebody goes, "Well, who's the guy to beat?" And I said, "The guy in the regular shirt." It's like, because you look around the room and everyone wears a jersey, and I was just in a black polo. I don't know. I just put it on. It is what it was. But I can understand that. It's just like, sometimes you just grab the shirt. The other thing of it is with the heat and down here right now, some of our locations are really, really hot. So I've got some athletic shirts that are better moisture wicking, so they stay loose on me because I'm hot in the venue. And they're not a jersey, but some of the jerseys I do fine in.
Sue's rolling through this one as well. Mikel gave her a lot to push her the first couple of legs. And she did a little bit in the third leg, but it was a little bit too late when she did that as well. So that's why we're here. Mike, though, is about to beat Brad already before we can stream him. We'll definitely get him back around on the third place match. As Mike just has to take out 73. Suzanne one bowl to become the queen seat holder. Trip 18, double 18. He missed the Maloney double. 5-3-7 from Suzanne in that leg was massive. All right, well, let's go over and see if we go to leg 3 for Brad.
Susan was
just
solid all the way down.
Trip 20 needed.
Ooh, trip 20.
Hits it. Let's go to a last leg decider. This is the third, fourth place match. So no matter what, both these gentlemen have done their job today, qualified for the elite finale. The winner of this leg will go to the fourth place match, where they will have 2 losses already. The winner of this goes to the third place match with only 1 loss. So basically, whoever wins this leg is in a 2-leg advantage against their opponent in the next match that they're playing. Only 85 there from Mike. You can see the big fist pump out of him. He's probably listening to us. Brad just needs to go to left side here on the last start. Does exactly.
99.
He went down. Down was an interesting
87
move.
87 would have beat him.
Yeah.
I would have went
but you have
side.
to stay on that side of it. Yeah, that's true. You just don't go into 3, you're fine. All right, Brad Gollin going first. It's going to be cricket, Mooney. Who wins this leg?
I'm going to give it to Maloney.
We got Mr. 7 Mark and Brad Gollin. Only goes 4 Mark there. Brad, extremely nice human being, extremely soft-spoken, and is really taking darts seriously, and has been for a while now, but I think he's having to slow down a little bit with life stuff, which happens to the best of us. But he made the top half of the men's CSI as the last person into it last year at TOC and put him on the radar there. And then he got Division 2, finished in the top 3, I believe, of the CSC last season. So definitely more than capable of taking out Mike, but Mike now in the driver's seat. Quit on the last start.
On that 5, but he went triple. At this level, Brad's going to have to stay triple before he takes a look. You've got to get out in front, and you got to get way out in front. Needs a big triple 20 here, which he gets.
Mike in the chat saying Maloney out here dressed like Ash Ketchum. With a
maybe
red
it's laundry
rim.
day and there was nothing clean.
I'm sure the washer and dryer was just full with the kids' clothes.
I was going to say they've got a few loads to do in a day's time.
By they, we probably don't mean Mike, just for the record. Huge shout out to the better half at home.
So, quote me if I'm wrong. He has 4 kids or 3?
4. Yep, 4.
Wow.
Including an under 1-year-old, I believe.
Well, me and Amy raised 5. I know what they're talking about.
Boom, 2 was more than enough. 2 was zone coverage for me, so Actually, talked to someone last night at the blind draw I was at, and he had two, and then his wife got pregnant again, and he was like, "Oh, like not." He wanted the two, and then they find out that it's twins, and so now he
Lord.
has four. He doubled it.
There's a big one. There's a
Boom
big
goes
one.
the dynamite there from Mike Maloney as he smashes in the 19s. Brad looking to do the same thing on the 18s. Instead, he gets a 7 mark, of course.
Doors open for the 18s to go away. Big on 9 on the 19s on his last turn.
Here at the Cantina.
I do like that shot. I do like grabbing the 17s. I like having that second spot.
I didn't even know we had a streaming board in West Virginia.
We do now.
Yeah, so next match that we have chalked or set up for you guys is Bubba Brian Bigham taking on former Division II champion Mike Segal.
That's a good match right there.
Good 5 mark there from Brad.
Brad staying strong with 650 on the 18s, but 2 segments for Maloney and a one-shot close in his way.
And he does 7 mark it. Jump back out in front. Again, we apologize for all the dirty air that's going on our stream. It's nothing that we can do anything about. It's internet somewhere, whether it's in Sullivan, Missouri, or if it's the camera system itself being overloaded with as many cameras as we now have, or just one of those days where the internet just doesn't want to wake up.
It's the heat. Boom.
Speaking
nice,
of
another 7. Back-to-back 7s.
Camera packages are good for wintertime only. Just kidding.
Maloney goes 9-7-7 and going straight to the Bulls now. What a change in this game.
And that's the difference between Mike and a lot of players is you can do that. 6'9" is his average, or 5'9" was his average there. But you can see it just waves a little bit and gets the job done. He's going to move back over to his league match or singles or whatever he has going on over there. As we head on over to this, I believe, 3rd, 4th place match. But I'm going to check that real quick because I didn't check that when I just decided to say it out loud. Okay, so this is a race to 1. This is a last chance bracket for Brian Bigham and Mike Segal. So one of these guys is going to be upset with their finish.
Yeah, Brian out in front with a lot. Segal has got a lot to do. He has got a lot of work in front of him.
Oh, we might just stay on Bubba here for a hot minute because if he wins this, he'll go on to play Justin Elrod, who's waiting in that 5th place match. So just take a quick commercial break until they get set up once this leg ends.
It'll be a one leg.
Oh, and we got a treat to show everybody right after this match. It's amazing. We have a Porky winning photo to show everybody. So you're going to want that. Are those frozen pizzas? And this is just a hint. Just a hint to everybody. Frozen pizzas are in this picture. Just want everybody to know that. And pizzas is plural.
I think he's hungry. Never known the man not to be hungry.
I think he's excited about his winning prize. Sponsored by Tombstone,
Ooh,
it looks like. Big 7 mark there from
Bubba.
Bigham.
Bubba, smash, smash, smash.
And unfortunately for Philly, who's in Pittsburgh, this might be the end of the run here for Seagal.
Wouldn't say he conceded, but he closed up the 15s and threw it to 20. 3 bulls.
Well, he missed into points. He's just upset because Mike, I think, was ready to be done. And I think Mike's probably like, I have to throw again. It's never good when you're in that situation. Yep, you can see him closing.
Yeah, it's usually what happens is confusion of the leg is just closing it down. Take the game shot. I'm done. I'm going to go home.
Mike says, by the way, my bar is hot. Wearing a jersey is brutal. There you go.
Hey, I had it right.
4.8 from Bubba gets the job done. So let's take a look at this winning picture from Porky for everybody that is watching along. Look at that. I mean,
what, do you win a raffle?
I think he's just excited to go eat now. He has to eat the big oven. Yeah,
hey, that could be a raffle right? At the bar.
It really could. You can see there's like stickers on them. The yellow, the green, and the red sticker. But I digress, folks. We're gonna head to a short break here. When we come back, we will have the 4th or 5th place match, most likely, or something else better. Brian Bigham, Justin Elrod. Don't go anywhere, folks. Sean Green, Ryan Mooneyham, with Haley in the background. Back with more action right after this.
Let me tell you about A to Z Darts. We're a specialty dart store with over 10,000 different products. We create in-depth videos and blogs to help improve your game and showcase our products. We give helpful advice on how to practice darts, the fundamentals of form and mechanics, and how to make better decisions when purchasing your darting equipment. Whether you're brand new or a seasoned player, we try to provide fun and informative content. I'm Jen, the creative director for A to Z Darts. I've been playing for over 10 years, and I've traveled the world competing in and promoting the sport. This is Will. He runs our live streaming company, USA Darts, and travels the globe as well to broadcast major darting events and interview PDC players alike. You'll find over 2,000 different sets of darts on our website. Guessing right now you're pretty interested in our resources? Learn about form, throwing mechanics, practice routines, scoring and grouping, checkout methods, cricket strategy, and much more. Visit a-zdarts.com to take advantage of our blog or follow us on social media at AZDarts today. Nathan Aspinall Echo soft tip darts. By the way, I've swapped out the stems and flights for the new K-Flex number 2 standard flight. Originally only number 6 was available. Now we have number 2 in all colors and lengths. All right, 146 remaining. Ho ho ho. Damn, that felt good. Echo has really expanded since it first came out as an exclusively soft tip range. Now we have a player edition that has remnants of Nathan's prior signature darts, notably the overall shape of the barrel and the milling, with the CNC milling in the front, nano grooves in the middle, finishing off with radial grooves in the rear, which to me feel the most aggressive. So if you have a widespread grip or a 5-finger hold like Nathan himself, I would recommend taking a look at this barrel. It's certainly a more affordable option than your typical PDC Superstar signature dart. Take a look. Dartboard lighting systems that work with soft tip boards, starting with what I'm calling your best value option, the 180 Illumina lighting system. Quick clarification, you cannot purchase the cheaper light version, LITE, but the more durable and robust normal Illumina lighting system is going to work since it mounts to the wall. If you want to upgrade to the ultimate setup, we'd recommend the Target Corona Vision lighting system, plus conversion kit that is compatible with most grand boards. This is basically a zero.
That's enough from you, Jen. Talking about those light systems. No, obviously get the light systems, but also we're back for this 5th place match. Brian Bigham taking on Justin Elrod. The winner of this will be automatically in the elite finale. So big matchup here. Sean Green joined once again by my partner in comms, Mr. Ryan Mooneyham. Mooney, this is a big one.
I mean, this is the tell of the tide for you. Either win or go home. I mean, you might get in the elite finale and you might not.
You most likely will with a 5th place finish, but you cannot hang on those laurels because there's been a lot of brackets, a lot of men's brackets.
Yeah, I mean, you just don't know. You've got to stay focused and not think I'm in. You've got to put yourself in that position to win, to guarantee your spot.
We've had 32 and 28 already qualify in the top 4.
I was actually just chatting with Mike Carter, told him congratulations on qualifying, and said it wasn't his best day, but he got the job done. And that's exactly what these guys right here are trying to do.
As we get a boom goes the dynamite from Justin Elrod. This is a race to 1, folks, by the way. We will have the 3rd place match, I believe, of whenever whoever wins the 4th place match between Brad Gollin and his opponent will take on Mike Maloney. And I'm pretty sure we'll probably stick with Mike for as far as he goes. So, Dason, you don't really have to worry about that if it's not something that you really have to do. But if we make it work, then we make it work, you know? Also already have to have this
last turn.
Ooh, tried to do the same thing.
He needed that second dart to triple. 209. Bubba here with a trip 20 can close down that 19. Here's some history for you made today in the Major League Baseball. You ready to hear it?
I'm ready.
Rookie Josh Baez made his Major League history debut by hitting 3 home runs in historic Wrigley Field for the St. Louis Cardinals. So his debut was 3 home runs.
Against the arch rival.
Against the arch rival at Wrigley. Last time it was done, or something close, was 1916.
Jeez. And that's not even when real baseball was played.
I mean, you got called up for AAA and you smacked 3 out. Okay.
It's awesome. I love that. Oh, man. All right. We are here at the VFW 9097 here in good old West Virginia. Brian trying to take us home.
Yeah, he's going to take a look at that 18s right here. He reset himself.
Just short of it.
He's still playing in work boots. He usually plays in work boots.
It depends. Bubba and I get along really well, obviously because he's a great person, but also we have the same music interests in heavy metal. So him and I will always converse about that. It looks like he's wearing normal shoes today. Yeah, he was shocked when he found out that that was also the music that I listened to.
Ooh, there's a big run right there.
Boom goes the dynamite again from Justin. His second 9 mark of this match. And that one was massive, Mooney. You called it.
Got to get the 17s to fall. Has to go triple.
There it is.
He makes the look.
Follows that 9 with an 8. That was frosty.
We see another triple and a shot for the close here.
Oh, there's the first part of it. It's tied, so he should stay. He doesn't. He closes those 17s.
That's a gutsy shot right there. It works today.
See if Bubba can do this again.
Only needs 4 on the 15s to swing over. Could close the 16s right away.
15s first. Oh, look at this from Bubba.
Yeah, big shot right here coming.
To go 8 mark. This is for the 9 mark following the 8. And he hits it. Boom goes the dynamite.
Wow.
Ryan Bigham.
Wow. These guys are putting on a clinic.
Did you just cuss, Mooney?
No, I said these guys are putting on a clinic.
Well, before that.
No.
I don't know. I think you can get in trouble at school for saying the word you said.
I don't want to. Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh.
Look at that from Justin.
Worse than the bull shot.
So here comes Bubba. Take a playbook out of Mooney to win this damn thing. And he gets it done.
Look at them. Look at that score line.
6.0. Made him work. That was awesome.
6.0 beats a 6.67.
Look at this. We are back in action. We got Mick Maloney, as our good friend from New Zealand would say, as he takes on Brad Gollin. This is the this is for third place. So
what's the leg
Mike
counts? Or what's the loss?
Mike has 1 loss. Brad has 2. So Brad will have to double dip Mike. So they're going to play cricket 0-1 cricket is going to be the format here first. And if Brad does win that set, then we will go to 1-legged cricket. And it would put either player in a bad spot against Jason Albers, who is sitting there with needing 3 losses. So if Mike wants to try and win this tournament, he's probably going to have to go into it with only 1 loss.
Better quirk this time than last time.
I don't even know what he was. Oh. Got an old school speaker.
It's a boombox.
Man, tell us you're old without telling us you're old, Mike. He did make a post about tendinitis, having that diagnosis, which is never fun. A 5 mark opening, not bad. Right now, 2 of my favorite players or favorite people are playing each other in women's bracket number 3 for the 6th place match, and Alyssa Carter versus Marcy Kirby. All right, so Haley letting us know in the background that Dason, not pronounced Dasan for everybody that's doing that, is actually going to go to a different location where there is a stream board that does have the streaming equipment and everything. So no matter what happens, even if Mike loses this, we will have that final there for Dason. That's exciting. Yeah. That's fair.
What'd I
Fair
do?
assessment.
Haley says I'm perfect, folks.
Yeah, but she meant it in a she says type of way, you know.
Was that a sarcastic comment?
I mean, no, she said it sarcastically.
Well,
Everybody loves you,
Dason,
Mooney.
not Dason.
Yep.
Dason is the king seat holder.
As we get a white
That is a
horse there
nice
from Mick
one.
Maloney.
And that's a kill shot late in the game. Those are the ones you want.
I want to congratulate Don Kirby for qualifying for the elite finale. He's another player that is sneaky good there from Indy. I always tell this story. The first time I met Don, I was playing in a triples league where it was as Mike wins the first leg. As in that triple league, it was an A player, a B player, and a C player. I was the C player. My buddy John was the B player, and then our A player couldn't be there that day. So Don, who we did not know, either of us know, was like, "Hey, I'll play with you guys." And he showed up, and I'm telling you, Mooney, for an hour and a half straight, the man never stopped talking, and he wasn't talking about darts really at all the majority of the time. And at the end of this, it's a triples league. He averaged a 5.10 or 5.1, and we were just like, okay, this guy's amazing.
Thank you for playing with us. We appreciate it.
Been a close friend ever since. And this 0-1 is going to be interesting. Brad already missing a bowl, which is massive in this, because Mike missing a bowl is it's not impossible, but it's more possible that he's not going to miss a bowl than it is that he's going to miss at least 3 bowls. Would you agree with that?
So if that would have been a hat trip out of Brad, Mike may have to go high ton to get out in front. Now Maloney can go 150 here and have the lead into the outs.
He's trying for it. And the reason why he did that, and I understand it, is because even if Brad hits a hat trick, he leaves 174, which is a finish in this format.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got to protect that and try to get the first look at a finish, because Brad most likely going to hit that hat trick, and he does
Brad
so.
Will have the 174 look,
which is just a 9 mark for these guys. And I say just a 9 mark, but in this case, it's stuff that these guys pull off all the time. He's going to have to hit it too with Mike on 84.
Yeah, he cannot miss on any triple here. 84 for the return for Maloney.
Mooney, you going to Shark Tank?
Currently scheduled to go, yes.
There you go, Reagan. There's your answer. Mike needs 84.
As a player.
I like that. Oh, he misses the big. Bullseye for a double. Oh, he went this route. This is interesting. Single is not that easy to hit. It is for Mike, though, as he does hit it to win this.
Good shot.
2-0. So we're going to go to the finals. It'll be Dason Albers taking on Mike Maloney. In the meantime, do we have anything popping up? So we're going to actually... All right, so when we come back, we will have the finals there of bracket number 4. Mike Maloney taking on Dason Albers. So don't go everywhere, folks. A little preview of our CSC Elite players when we return.
Let me tell you about A to Z Darts. We're a specialty dart store with over 10,000 different products. We create in-depth videos and blogs to help improve your game and showcase our products. We give helpful advice on how to practice darts, the fundamentals of form and mechanics, and how to make better decisions when purchasing your darting equipment. Whether you're brand new or a seasoned player, we try to provide fun and informative content. I'm Jen, the creative director for A to Z Darts. I've been playing for over 10 years, and I've traveled the world competing in and promoting the sport. This is Will. He runs our live streaming company, USA Darts, and travels the globe as well to broadcast major darting events and interview PDC players alike. You'll find over 2,000 different sets of darts on our website. Guessing right now you're pretty interested in our resources? Learn about form, throwing mechanics, practice routines, scoring and grouping, checkout methods, cricket strategy, and much more. Visit a-zdarts.com to take advantage of our blog or follow us on social media at AZDarts today. Nathan Aspinall Echo soft tip darts. By the way, I've swapped out the stems and flights for the new K-Flex number 2 standard flight. Originally only number 6 was available. Now we have number 2 in all colors and lengths. All right, 146 remaining. Ho ho ho. Damn, that felt good. Echo has really expanded since it first came out as an exclusively soft tip range. Now we have a player edition that has remnants of Nathan's prior signature darts, notably the overall shape of the barrel and the milling, with the CNC milling in the front, nano grooves in the middle, finishing off with radial grooves in the rear, which to me feel the most aggressive. So if you have a widespread grip or a 5-finger hold like Nathan himself, I would recommend taking a look at this barrel. It's certainly a more affordable option than your typical PDC Superstar signature dart. Take a look. Dartboard lighting systems that work with soft tip boards, starting with what I'm calling your best value option, the 180 Illumina lighting system. Quick clarification, you cannot purchase the cheaper light version, LITE, but the more durable and robust normal Illumina lighting system is going to work since it mounts to the wall. If you want to upgrade to the ultimate setup, we'd recommend the Target Corona Vision lighting system, plus conversion kit that is compatible with most grand boards. This is basically a zero installation option. No power tools are needed. You're not mounting the light to the dartboard or the wall. You just assemble the legs to the light when you buy it, and then when you buy the conversion kit, it's magnetic. Just snaps right onto the leg, and the 4 prongs push into the dartboard. Here are 2 budget-friendly options. Number 1 is the Target Arc light, not the cabinet light, but just the light by itself, which clips to the dartboard directly. So I have the Target Arc light under the Illumina, giving it more stability by accident, but if it was on its own, it'd be a little wobbly on the board. You can see the lights illuminating like half of the board, and it's certainly in danger of falling if you bump into the board or retrieve your darts too hard. The GLD Shadow Buster. This is our most budget-friendly option. It was designed to screw onto the top of a cabinet, and then it can swivel downward to illuminate the board, and also swivel upward and fold it all the way down to be out of the way in case your cabinet doors are a little bit taller than the top of the cabinet. That's it, folks. 4 total lighting options for soft tip dartboards. See you next time. Hollywood action, 20-gram soft tip darts made for Chris Dobie by Target. Can we take a second to appreciate how sleek and sexy these barrels look? It's getting hot in here. We're playing 301 split bowl double out on the Grand Board 3S. Let's see how we fare. Nice starts. By the way, I've swapped out the stems and flights for the new Target K-Flex #2 flight. Now let's fail this attempt. Yeah, should have been positive. Should have been positive to start. Whew, good leave though. I'm really loving this texture and milling, by the way. It's just nice, consistent all throughout mid-rear where I hold. Okay, check out 24 and we will summarize. Ooh. That was a great leg, actually. Maybe I should have played 501. The Ed Chambers Ocelot 2 darts range by 180. I'll be doing an in-depth review of his soft tip and steel tip variations. We rate the front half of the Ocelot 2s a 3 out of 5 for grip intensity, and the rear half a 4 out of 5 due to the sharp cut. Well, how about that? We could have never predicted it, but we actually found our way to a 99 checkout. Throwing 22-gram Ed Chambers Ocelot 2 barrels by 180. His favorite checkout is 76, but he specifically requested treble 12 for tops, and if you hit a single 12, double 16, double 16. Mic drop, cool walk away. Ooh, it was so beautiful too, right in the center of that double. Can you tell me why I keep throwing to the right? Excellent question. For the sake of this video, let's assume this person is right-handed. So when he's aiming for the treble 20, he's missing into the 1, over to the right. The most common reason why this happens to people is because in their setup, their elbow's kicking out. So in their take back, the flight's kind of towards the left side of my face, and then look, the tip is literally pointed to the right. So the dart's gonna go where the tip is pointing. So real simple, tell yourself to tuck the elbow in, and then in the take back, the dart falls straight back, bang. It's gonna go forward. It could be a lot of different things. It could be your foundation, the way where you stand on the Aki. Maybe your elbow's tucked in, but your wrist is turning. So we always recommend to film yourself in slow motion. A camera straight on, and then if you're right-handed, a camera over to your left. Look for deviations on the second or third dart, or look for a bad habit that's always present. Because you might think that everything's aligned and straight, but the camera's gonna tell you otherwise. I mean, trust me, I thought I was straight for 16 years, and boy was I wrong. The Mark McFadden V2 darts range by our in-house brand Colonial are available now. I'll be doing an in-depth review of the soft tip and steel tip versions, of course. Overall, we give the V2 range a 5 out of 5 for grip intensity. 18-gram Mark McFadden Colonial barrel. Throwing a single leg of 501. Split bowl double out. Do not miss inside.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sean Green, joined once again by Ryan Mooneyham. Mooney, our last match of the day, well, sets of the day, features two gentlemen that are in the elite division for the CSC Challenger Series. Two players that if you draw them in the elite finale blind draw, you are happy as rain, and looking forward to potentially winning that thing. And it doesn't matter if you were the lowest person in it. We got Dayson Albers taking on Mike Maloney. Mike already has one loss to Dayson, so he comes into this with one loss. Dayson, no losses. So Mike will have to triple dip Dayson to win. Dayson will still have to beat Mike twice to get the job done here in this tournament. Who gets the job done, Mooney?
I'm going to give it to Dayson. He's been red hot, and he's been throwing well. I think he gets the job done, but I'm not going to say it's not going to go the distance. I'm not going to say it's going to be quick. I think it's going to be they're going to line up and they're going to slug like two world champions would slug in a boxing match.
So here's an interesting storyline to talk about here real quick, Moon. Dayson, of course, moves to a different location. Mike is stepping real bad right now. But he hits the white horse anyway. Boom goes the dynamite. Dayson switches locations in the middle of a tournament. Would you ever do that?
It wouldn't bother me to start out Uncle Bentley's and then you give me the call on my streaming board to Enterprise. It just went to Enterprise. It wouldn't bother me. So
interesting. I feel like a lot of people.
But I play League in both locations too.
Yeah.
I play Monday night Enterprise, Thursday night at Uncle Bentley's.
I just feel like a lot of people would really struggle with that transfer or wanting to even do that transfer. So I thought it was interesting that he even offered it.
Maybe that's the one that's next to his house. He can just walk home. I mean, you don't know. But I will tell you, we're going to talk about starts. Maloney's start was crucial in this. He got off the board quick. Dayson was slow with his start, and then Maloney took off on leg one. Hit the big white horse in the middle, looking to take down the 16s here and go to the bull.
Listen, I have not seen him step like this in quite a while.
I have.
Like recently?
It's been a minute.
That's what I'm saying.
No, it's been a minute. I seen him stepping in the live situation.
Well, Dayson just white horse just for funsies. Boom goes the dynamite, just in case Mike misses.
Mike needs 3. Dayson needs 5.
Well, Mike got that done real quick. What was that average? 5.14. But Dayson, of course, just nonchalantly hit a 9 mark there right at the end of the leg. A little bit of a momentum to go here into leg number 2. Mike has said it himself. He struggles against Dayson historically. Dayson, one of our younger competitors. You wouldn't know it by looking at him, but I think Dayson's mid-20s at the very latest. I just know he's way younger than it looks. Yeah, the Cantina camera is really messing up, so. Whereas this camera is perfect. And Dayson, pretty perfect in that round. Mooney, okay?
Yeah, I just had a power surge.
Okay.
Okay, I'm squared away now.
All right, just make sure you're good.
Yeah, sometimes I don't know. I mean, right now the city with all the heat has been surging. Sorry, we had our lights go.
No, you're good. Dayson's just
blinking,
stomping on Mike here in this leg.
My computer just blinked on me, so
I will forgive you this time.
Apologize. I'm assuming. I mean, Maloney got the first leg.
Yep. Wayne says, Dayson is a killer. He beat my buddy in the first round with a 6-2-2, and we both went, gosh dang.
Go gosh dang right there.
I mean, Dayson has not missed really at all on this leg. We're in round 4. and he's closed everything with 157 points. Where Mike's just
I
like,
seen
whatever.
him for the very first time, the very first Booyah Cup, and I was amazed.
And again, I think he was 21 at that time.
Yeah, he's just a kid then. I mean, it's been what, on year 6 already. I mean, yeah, it was incredible to watch him play.
I think he
And I
has
personally
a
got to
ton of
play him,
siblings, and he's the
and
oldest, I believe. Go ahead.
yeah, and then I personally got to play him, and
Wasn't as much fun.
wow.
All right, so let's talk qualifiers here today, because for the most part, that part's taken care of as we get a 180 on the count up there from Dason Albers, trying to take Mike down to his last life. And Mike's not going to match it there, so he just throws those last 2 darts really quickly. And we're going to go to a last leg decider here in this first set. Again, if Dason wins, we go to the same format. It will be cricket, 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 race to 2. If Mike wins this leg, then we will go to the 1-loss format. So we'll have 2 legs straight of cricket, 0-1 cricket, and they will be tied up. So this leg is the difference between 2 sets to none or 1 apiece. This is almost like a world championship like format here of set play, where the difference is massive in this one leg.
Tell you what, another big start out of Dason. Maloney has got to match here. He's notorious for 9 on 19s. Well, you just don't want to leave those doors open.
By the way, he's not yelling at the person next to him for any reason. He's just talking out loud, and that person just happens to be standing there. He's just a smooth operator right now.
7 open, 7 to back.
So qualifiers in bracket number 1 are Cody Drager, Mike Scarborough, Danny Broughton, and Brian Bigham. So all 4 of them made the elite finale. Bracket number 2 is going to be Eric Ludke, Brad Wilson, Sweet Fisher, and Sean Christensen Sr. As Mike is just getting stomped on in this leg, huh?
You're just watching a clinic.
Bracket number 3 is Ram, as that was almost a coffin shot. Dylan Steinke, Daryl Cortez, and Alan Gray. Dason and Mike, Brad Gollin, and Abe Smith are the 4 in this bracket.
Hey, good job, Abe.
There you go.
Abe used to travel down here for work and play darts with us. Good job, Abe.
I love that. And Dason does take out the first set. So Mike down to his last life, but it is still a race to 2. Dason threw a 6-2-1 on that last leg. Made that look easy. So let's go to the double dip of Mike. Mike down to his last life. We're going to play cricket again. 2 out of 3. Wayne Duncan, Don Kirby. Woo! Turn up, Don. Austin Erdman and George Daniels qualified in bracket number 5. Mitch Barham ended up getting the job done and running back through. So he got 4th. Christian Beard 3rd. Christian Beard is also qualified. Jeffrey Johnson. And then Steve Hilger, Porky, is qualified through bracket number 6. Kyle Linder, Mike Carter, Jesse Sherbon, and Rick Kruk. And then in the last bracket, Zach Fuchs, Marshall Chewalkin, Jaron Todd, and then Steve Armstrong. Sorry, his name was cut off. That's the only reason why that did that to me. Are the qualifiers for that one. So those are the 4 from each men's bracket that are currently in it. The women's side of things, there's one 5th place match going on in the first bracket, but DJ Schmidt, Kendi Hess, and John L. Gilmore are qualified for the elite finale. Chrissy Grimmel, Alyssa Snitzelar, Cheyenne Richards are qualified for the bracket number 2. So Cheyenne did submit her spot there. Jason gets a 140 opening here. Stacey Rollison, Kaylee Beard, Jillian Phillips will join Abby Spot in that third bracket. And then that final bracket, Mikkel Graber, Ginny Howd, and Suzanne Young are the 3 qualifiers through that one so far, as we're going to go to the second part of this count up. Ooh, Dason, only 81 there. It's probably not going to get the job done, Mooney, but congratulations to all those ladies and all of those gentlemen who have earned their spot in the elite finale, doing their job today. But congratulations to all of our voucher holders that played today, as you are at least entered into one of the finales, no matter what.
Big congrats to everybody. I'm excited to call your matches this coming October.
Can't wait. As Mike does get the job done there. So Mike will go first. Obviously you're still going to rock Dason here. He didn't show anything differently in that last match of getting the job done against Mike. But Mike would like to start solid right here.
Mike's good on his starts. Usually can start about 7, needs 9 for an opponent like Dason. I don't disagree with that opening.
Yeah, 7's not bad.
It is only 7, but if you would grab that trip 18, you get 2 segments and force him fully in the 19s.
I'm sorry. Dason's throw is just so simple and it looks so easy. Now, I know that's comparatively speaking to Mike's, who looks like he is working out every time he throws 3 darts. Still just as accurate because Mike doesn't move his elbow, even though he moves every other part of his body. His elbow stays steady. But look at this. It's just do. I'm just playing darts, just trying to find where am I? I only got a 2 mark there. That's unlucky, because it is unlucky when he only gets a 2 mark.
Trip 18.
Maloney double on the first.
19. Hey, it's not a bad shot. He's got got a 2-point lead, and he's got 2 segments.
And only a 5 mark from
5 in there. Control right now from Maloney. Triple to open gives him a clear shot. He didn't want that one. He wanted dart 1 to go triple, so you can take a look at 17. Second dart triple, stay there just to force him in the 17s longer.
Dason shakes his head as a finally gets a 7 mark in there. Daryl Maples saying, me and Jeremy Davis had the pleasure of playing in a no-cap doubles league against Dason a couple months ago. We got him once. He got us the next time, but we just couldn't shut him down to win. We took second. Dason is a beast.
I have never gotten past him.
I mean, me either. I also have never played him, thankfully. It just seems like a miserable experience.
It's a quick match, I can tell you that.
Well, yeah, if it's a race to 2, we're only playing 2 legs, so.
Yeah, well, he also doesn't play. I mean, he gets on the line, he's there to go. I mean, you can get into a good rhythm with him. So I played well. I remember playing him well, and afterwards he said he was more nervous about playing me, and I'm like, what the hell for? You beat the crap out of me. But I had a good rhythm. He had a good rhythm, and it was a good match. But it was he's good. He's so good.
I mean, he's putting Mike under pressure, and Mike has the 2 higher ground numbers and has for the longest time in this. And that's what we mean by it. Boom goes the dynamite from Dason Alberts. Wow.
testament that 16s can still take down the top segments.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, when Dayson's throwing at him. Only a 5 mark from Mike is not going to be good enough right now.
He had to have that triple on the third dart. Still, one shot here, give him a look.
Well,
big door right there for Maloney. Maloney needs to shut down his segment, but he also needs to make sure he gets out in front heavy on those points.
Good last there from Mike.
Coming. 56 up.
Yep, Dayson has to stay. Does get the point lead, but just 4 points up now. Mike's still in the control currently.
Mike should take that 15 away now. There's another one.
There's some dynamite.
High five in the background from his players.
Yeah, I love that. Dayson, yeah, went after the 18s on the last dart, just in case. It was an outside shot no matter what, obviously. But Mike, 3 clear here. Only going to need 2 darts. Let's go to leg number 2. Yeah, he came back on Dayson there. Just held the higher ground at the right moment.
Well, that 18, leaving that single mark on the 18s, he was able to use the 20s and then get the 18s, and he kept Dayson in that 19 longer and then shut him down.
Oh, that is a massive opportunity here for Mike early. Only a 3 mark opening from Dayson.
Triple. Mike will take that look. He might go trip single and then take the look.
He did. Didn't hit it though. Daryl asking, darts for kids in September.
3rd week of September.
Where is it?
In Collinsville, Illinois.
Okay, that's not too bad. You said 3rd week in September though?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the same weekend as September Showdown. Yeah, that's that 3rd weekend.
Or the weekend of September 24th. It's a fantastic event. Big swing there on the 19s after 2 triples on the 18s. A big 9 mark.
Boom goes the dynamite for Dayson. Yep, the 3rd weekend is CDC weekend number 5 in Chicago, and then also it's September Showdown on the Saturday. So I will be maxed out there as Mike follows the 9 with a 9 of his own. This is awesome.
2 heavyweights throwing haymakers. Coming
How about
right
a
back
3rd?
with his own 9.
My goodness, back to back to back. Mike, don't blow it now.
See why I'm saying my rhythm? Both these players play strong against each other. The rhythm is a good flow for both of them.
And Mike knows the 7 mark's just not good enough right now. Dayson's not missing. Until that dart.
Yeah, but that's good. 2 triples on the night. 2 triples is only 96 points for Maloney on the 16. So that second triple 18 was crucial.
Oh my. Well, there's another 9 mark. Okay, boys. You're making this look a little bit too easy.
Boy, you wanted that second one.
Then goes back and
not going to hesitate.
Okay, so if darts for kids is September 26th, that might be a different storyline. My goodness. Oh, Mike took a chance there. Doesn't hit it. So now you go back to points. Oh, that's brutal.
It's that hesitation. He was in a good flow, dropped that dart, got a little hesitant, did not get that 16 to hit. That was a door left wide open.
And back to the 18s.
Couple
Mike does have an opportunity
couple
here.
triple 15s right here.
There are kids screaming somewhere around me. Luckily, not in my house. No,
Ooh,
the kids
not
like to
enough
play out in
points.
front of my apartment. Oh, wow.
And I tell you what, that
I mean,
first
this is
dart,
insane. There's another
there you
9.
go, call it. Call
That's
it,
the
Betty.
5th. Boom goes the dynamite. Jason Albert. I mean, 5 in this leg between the two players.
5-8-4 to 5-6-4. We're on the bull. Come on now. If you ain't entertained, are you not entertained?
This is crazy, guys. Let's go to a last leg decider. What did he average? What did they average? Only a 5.89. That can't be true. Like that, they had a couple 2 marks.
Look,
and that
there
was
was
the
some
difference,
single
but
shots in there.
yeah.
Guys, there is a 7 mark every once in a while for these guys. And a 5 mark.
Insanity.
Maloney shot a 6.0.
And he's thinking to himself, I shot a 6.0 and still lost that leg. So that means you got to win this diddle. Jason's going to make it hard on him. Well, not as hard as he probably could have. Mike only needs 2 darts to beat that. And Wayne, yeah, you're right. That is an insane thing to say. I didn't mean it that way. I meant it in like a way of like bullseye does hit it and gets the point, or does go first. I meant in a way of like the 5.89. He goes only a 5.89 with laughy faces. We're used to seeing like 7s and 8s sometimes now, and so when we see 5.9 marks in a leg, it's crazy that it only added up to a 5.89.
Well,
Really
some
what
of
I
the
meant
key
to
things is we had 5-9 marks in the leg. We also had a couple 3 marks and 5 marks, which brought that average down. But when you usually have a leg of 5-9 marks, it's a 6 or 7 regardless, minimum.
And Mike has blocked himself out completely here. He has that little corner, and he hits that little corner exactly where he aimed.
Good shot from Maloney.
Although he's going to walk back from the board like his dog died. It's because he knows Jason's hitting at least 7. Look out.
Well, that's a good swing. That's a great attack on the 19s.
Not happy with dart 3.
I'd be scared of this one right here.
This is
He's
crazy,
been doing
man.
that a lot.
And there it goes. Boom goes the dynamite. The first 9 mark in this leg goes to Jason. Wins the next one.
It's been a killer.
Here comes the next one. Oh, he just drags that second dart low. Ooh, third one high. That's a tough 5 mark.
Monster
Jason elects
7
just
on
to
the
stay up.
18s. Ooh, miss on the 17s. Stays there to close, but is that a door opener right there? Maloney gets
for sure.
16 to fall. First dart.
I mean, he's going to go 9 mark here. Would be nice.
You got rid of the 18s.
Boom goes the dynamite. But Jason's still with an opportunity here. He can tie it up with a 9 mark of his own. Oh, he's not going to get it.
Nobody's in out front by 15 points. However, single shot on the 16s or even a triple can give Maloney the clear look.
15s. Oh, he doesn't get it closed, and now Jason can hit the kill shot here. This is a massive moment.
That could hurt.
Big dart. It does hurt.
You got it. Wow. A millimeter goes the wrong way for you.
I mean, what else can you do, man? Like that's what you got to be thinking. He's what else can I do?
What else can you do? Go to the bull. Go to the bull hard.
Yeah, I mean, he can't win it here. He needs 5 bulls to get that point lead. So you got the bulls, and maybe you fall out into a 15 anyway. He only gets 4 of them. Only 4 of them is what I just said out loud, by the way. Just need everybody to know that. And there it is. Jason Albers didn't lose a single set to Mike Maloney. Averaged a 6.14 in that last leg. I mean, congrats to Dason. Yeah, didn't lose a single match today, and that's with Mike in his bracket and Brad Gollin. Like that was a tough bracket for Dason, and Dason got the job done. That was really well done, and he made that look not easy because Mike made it look difficult on him, but that was impressive, man.
Excellent darts. That was a great, span of what we get 10-9 marks. 10-9 marks in that last little bit there. Was it that high?
It was
12
close.
Marks, 12-9 marks.
It was insane. And it's a great match to end on, folks. Can't tell you guys how much we appreciate you joining us once again for our TOC finale qualifier. Again, we're back in action next Saturday, same time, same place, for that last qualifier. Mooney, you looking forward to that?
Yeah, I am. When I talked about doing the qualifiers this year, I couldn't do them all, but I was very excited about 3 out of the 4. I mean, it's great darts. And the one thing that's great about the qualifiers, folks, is we will feature another 300 and some different players next week. These guys are done. The previous 2 weeks' players are done. You got a whole new set of players to watch next week.
Yeah, and we have some of those big names still that are not qualified for that elite finale, including Leonard Gates. So you're going to want to tune in for that one. Don't want to miss it. Can't tell you how much we appreciate everybody watching along today. Congrats to all of our players that qualified for each finale, but especially the elite finale, getting the job done with the top 4 finish. Huge shout out to you guys. And Mooney, any last words before we head on out?
Congratulations to everyone that qualified today that got the job done for the elite finales. Those that qualified for their finales, congratulations for everybody that was in the field on where you're going to end up. And we look forward to seeing you guys all at TOC. Thank you very much.
Well, you heard it now twice, folks. As Mooney just basically repeated exactly what I said earlier. As his final words, that was amazing. I love it, Mooney. You're my favorite. I can't tell you. You're just my favorite. And guys, have a great rest of your night. That's the perfect way to end it. And I'm never going to ask for Mooney for his last word ever again, guys. I will see you next Saturday.
Congratulations, everybody. Congratulations.